things to talk about. No, welcome to the platform. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe, click the notification bell, and click all so you can get all notifications when I actually go live. All right. I am live on BOLO V&R 2.0 and I'm live on BOLO V&R clips. And I'm going live on TikTok as well because this is a full show, full-some show. You understand? It's not a baby show, it's a full-some show tonight. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to catch the replay. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to catch the replay. It's very important that you do that because I'm telling you, we're going to get into it, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to get into it. All right? We're definitely going to get into it. Trust and believe. So yeah, let me see what's going on here. Let me just start off the show right away. Take these off the screen. Let's get to this article right here. So Jamaica, Miss Genesis, how you doing? I hope you're doing well now. Oh my God, I got three of my day ones in the building. I got Ryan Campbell, I got Mel Dub, and I got Miss Genesis over at BOLO V&R clips. Shout out to each and every one of y'all, man. It's so good to see you guys. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Facebook. So we got Facebook here, and there's an article that I came across that I'm sure a lot of you probably have not read, but trust me, TikTok, I was live earlier, but I didn't get to do it the way I want to do it, but now we're going to do it. Joanne Sinclair, John C., how you guys doing? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend, all right? So it says here that, at least I'm going to make it read out loud so you guys can hear it. Let me turn it on. This is too loud. I'm sure it's too loud. Yes, that should be adequate. Hello, okay. Let me see. Mama say, mama passa. Mama say, mama passa. Oh, here we go.
U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has issued a cable to American embassies and diplomats around the world, including Jamaica, that the greatest economy will be prioritizing trade over aid. Those countries that choose to work more closely with U.S. companies will enjoy President Trump's good graces. The U.S. has already disbanded...
Pause. And let me be clear. I ain't got no problem with Trump doing what he does for America. Let me be absolutely clear. I can share, guys. Trump is doing what he thinks is best for the Americans. They voted him in, and he doing what he doing. I'm focused on us and our leaders and what we should be doing to help ourselves. I'm showing you. I'm going to play that again. I'm going to play that again because some people really need to share this live right now with at least 20 people. I don't think a lot of people saw this article yet. Listen to this again.
Disbanded U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has issued a cable to American embassies and diplomats around the world, including Jamaica, that the greatest economy will be prioritizing trade over aid. Those countries that choose to work more closely with U.S. companies will enjoy President Trump's good graces. The U.S. has already disbanded USAID with Elon Musk when he was head of Doge, and President Trump deeming it an organization giving out large handouts with America not getting anything in return. USAID had a $25 billion annual budget, and many Caribbean countries benefited from its food, education, and health programs. The State Department cable read in part, for decades, government aid has been flowing from developed countries with only limited impact. It has not solved the world's economic development challenges, and it has often created dependency, inefficiency, and corruption. A general view of the U.S. State Department building in Washington, D.C., U.S., July 11, 2025. Reuters/Annabelle Gordon. Donors and developing countries are ready to try a new development aid model. The old model has been government-centered and one-directional. Aid flowed from donor to recipient countries. The new model emphasizes mutually profitable business relationships between the private sector and countries. This is a clear sign why Jamaica and other Caribbean countries must become more self-reliant and step up productivity. There is a need for more local energy sources. Jamaica has a total GDP of around $20 billion, but spends $2 billion a year on imported fuel that's 10% of its GDP. President Trump has adopted an America First approach and his Make America Great Again. MAGA call has won great favor with many Americans. There are those American political interests who frown upon Jamaica's growing business ties with China and its level of investment in the country. They say Jamaica should look more to the U.S. in that respect. Joseph Vail, who has conducted research work for both the America First Policy Institute, AFPI, and the Center for Renewing America, speaking with our Today said, Jamaica and the Caribbean islands are in our backyard, and we are their number one trading partner. For decades, we have been giving them billions in aid while getting very little in return. Jamaica's highways and road networks are built by the Chinese, and now they are taking major positions in port development. The government has been very welcoming to the Chinese, but do not call for American firms to come in and operate there. Donald Tapia, former U.S. ambassador to Jamaica, former U.S. ambassador to Jamaica, Donald Tapia, has told Jamaica not to look to the Red Dragon, but rather look north to its biggest ally. He, too, says it is time more American businesses had a presence in the Caribbean. Jamaica and others should know by now where their bread is buttered. We give Jamaica around $50 million a year in aid. It's about time it was reciprocated. Donald Tapia served as the U.S. ambassador to Jamaica during Trump's first term as president. He has sounded the alarm on Jamaica's growing closeness to China. Speaking at a local media house luncheon, Tapia said, if the U.S. went to war with China, what umbrella are you under? Are you under the umbrella of China, or are you under the umbrella of the U.S.? Think about that. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has said that the presence of American companies is a key for bilateral relations and economic development, with the U.S. playing a key role in logistics, technology, and nearshoring. Addressing U.S. investments in Jamaica, President Trump has said, we see opportunities to work together in expanding trade and promoting more U.S. investment into Jamaica, particularly in areas such as energy and tourism. Donald Tapia, Marco Rubio, USAID, USAID.
Jamaica, my good people. I see Miss Genesis saying, make Jamaica great again. I would say make Jamaica great today. That's what I would say. Make Jamaica great today. Yeah, that's what I would say. I don't think Jamaica has been able to reach its real level of greatness because of forces that has infiltrated the politics over the years and damaged our growth potential. So I would say make Jamaica great today. Like I said, I ain't got no problem, Trump. Do you, sir? You doing what you think is right for your people. Do you? You see me? Jamaica should focus on doing what is right for Jamaica.
True.
Period. Now, there's a few things in this article that really stood out to me, and I'm going to take my time.
Please do, sir.
First of all, let's go to the top. Let's go to the top, ladies and gentlemen. Those countries that choose to work more closely with the U.S. companies will enjoy President Trump's good graces. The countries that choose to work more closely with U.S. companies will enjoy President Trump's good graces. We'll come a little closer, Jamaica. You know anything about Donald Trump? His emotions swing with it right now. So you don't know your country's economy on an individual, a person's good graces. That is very volatile. In business,
very volatile.
It's an unsecured loan.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's a very unsecured loan.
That's right.
So Jamaica, if Jamaica is doing what is best for Jamaica, just being in Trump's good graces alone and not knowing when you might go out of it is not good for your economy. So now we have to think about what we're doing. And Trump is just one aspect of it all because Jamaica is a small country. So you have to think about trade. You have to think about, look at Singapore. Look how Singapore operates. Singapore actually has good relations with all different countries around the world where trade is concerned. But it's Singapore concentrate on cutting down corruption and also, thank you so much, T-Play. Cutting down corruption and also, T-Play, thanks you. Cutting down corruption and having a hard line on corruption. And that's why it's making the noise. Oh yes, one of the gift, the achievements. Thank you so much again, T-Play. So cutting down corruption and focusing on education. In Singapore, they have to hire people, they have to get people to come in to work certain jobs because the IQ and the education is so high. They're just not going to work certain jobs. In Jamaica, we look at tourism as our golden goose.
Don't get me wrong. Being a servant in the hotel industry while not getting tips. Oh, and we're gonna get there. And not getting paid properly. Oh, we are going to get there. And not having access to the beaches. Oh, we are going to get there. So the labor rights are waking up little by little. Unfortunately, they should have woken up before September 3rd. So we are in a conundrum right now because we just had Hurricane Melissa. People are still homeless. They're not getting enough. They're not getting enough of them haven't gotten any help from the government. There has been reports of people getting roof program and material stuff, money and whatever, and they pretty much is selling it back to other people because they did not actually need it. The assessment situation seems to be off. There seems to be some loopholes that have affected corruption again within the system of the Jamaica Labour Party-led government. This is what is being reported to MPs in the western part of Jamaica. Now back to Donald Trump and the United States. They are well within their right to do this. They are saying right here so that US aid had a US $25 billion annual budget, and many Caribbean countries benefited from food, education, and health programs. No, Jamaica. $25 billion US is sent to the Caribbean, not just Jamaica, the Caribbean, for food, education, and health programs. We know that the health program wasn't getting anything in Jamaica off that money because look at our health program. Oh, by the way, we just threw away the Cuban doctors. We just buy Tata, PJ Patterson said Tata to the IMF, but the Labour Party said Tata to all the healthcare professionals of Cuba. Here comes the United States, which is well within their right to say they are not sending $25 billion to the Caribbean anymore. Whatever that did for us, it's not doing it for us anymore. So the situation in healthcare has worsened. I don't know what they were doing with the money for education, but the education in Jamaica, all the way down. This is what it's doing. It's on a downward spiral. Food, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about food, right? But all those aids from America, gone now. $25 billion worth for the entire Caribbean. I just want you guys to let that sink in. Very, very serious article this. Let's continue to the next part. It says here that for decades, the government has been flowing from developing, aid has been flowing from developing countries with only limited impact. That means the United States is saying the money is going to the Caribbean islands. How are you doing, Valerie? But there hasn't been any real impact. The US $25 billion has not done enough where they are concerned, where food, education, and health, the health programs is concerned. If I use Jamaica as an example, based off what I just tell you, they are absolutely right. Eh? What has it done for our health program? What has it done for our education? I don't see it. But whatever it did, it's no longer there. Brenda, how are you doing? It's no longer there. It goes on to say that it has not solved the world's economic development challenges. That's a fact. And it has often created dependency, inefficiency, and corruption. Mighty God. Every single thing there is 100,000,000% correct. We have become dependent. We are still sucking on the titties of these big countries for aid and everything. That's a fact. We have become dependent. And a few people, because of corruption, or quite a number of people, has fattened their pockets with these aid and not used it for the intended purpose. Corruption. Inefficiency. Oh my God, just look at the entire system. Look at the entire system. Food, okay, so it should benefit food, education, and health programs. So I would say food with the farming. Our farming sector is at the bottom of the barrel. We have our importation bill has doubled, and it's over double now since 2016. Since this party came into power, the Jamaica Labour Party, our importation bill has skyrocketed. And we're not producing anything to pay our fuel bill. Oh, by the way, we're fuel dependent. I saw somebody in the chat earlier talking about, listen, hush. And stop talking nonsense.
Nonsense.
Of course, you have to blame them. You have to blame the Jamaica Labour Party. Every decision they have made has impacted the Jamaican people negatively. The edge tax that they're still collecting, that is supposed to fund the insurance for fuel prices for this time as now since the war is going on. When oil prices would spike, they did not pay the insurance, but they collected the tax and used it for something different. And now the People's National Party had created the opportunity that we would be able to cushion this rainy day. This is a thunderstorm. And the fuel price hike is a thunderstorm. And the insurance would have acted as a shelter so that we don't get soaking wet. But they did not fund it. They stopped paying Jamaica. I know we have no insurance. I know the prices are so high. The relevance is talking about you guys need to stay inside and not move around and not drive your cars that you own. What the hell can go so? They don't have no sense, Sparky. Donovan, big up yourself, and I blame the people as well. I agree with you.
Like up the live, guys.
The people saw or should have seen what was coming with the way how the government is moving. The warnings from Ralston Hyman, Conning Bell, Hot Off of the Press, Talking My TV, Andre Stevens, you name it, Will Rattigan, all of the education that they have put, you know, much things I've learned from these people about everything, and those are just some of the names. Right? I've learned so much from these people. I've done my own research. I have read. And I'm saying, how did you guys drop the ball September 3rd and vote back this like, what? But, you know, I don't want to go there. Let's go back to the article. I'm showing how much of a terrible situation that we're in. Let's go back to the article. It says here that, well, they're just saying that the old model, you know, it's not going to work, you know. It has to be mutually beneficial between the bigger countries and the smaller countries. So now, if Jamaica, thank you so much, Culture, thank you so much, I appreciate that. If Jamaica is to actually benefit in this type of situation where you have to bring something to the table to sit with the big boys, they're not just going to give us money anymore to help with these programs and all of that, and it has to be trade. What are we producing, Jamaica? What are we producing? The Cubans produce doctors. I mean, that's a resource. They have one of the best human resources in the world. They produce top-tier doctors. And where the world is going, you're always going to need them.
Always.
You got yourself, Anthony. You're always going to need the Cuban doctors. I mean, they had a C-19 vaccine. They made one. Dear scientists, dear doctors made one. I hear that they have some type of medication for Alzheimer's.
Like and share, guys. Like and
that
share.
actually works. I hear that they have for Alzheimer's that is plaguing the United States and other parts of the world, even here in Jamaica as well. What has Jamaica produced? It says here, this is clear why Jamaica and other Caribbean countries must become more self-reliant and step up productivity. There we go. What is Jamaica producing? Karen, big up yourself. What is Jamaica producing? We have to be productive to be able to trade. What are we producing, Jamaica? Right? Jamaica has a total GDP. Listen to this. Jamaica has a total GDP of around US 20 million, but spends US 20 billion. The GDP is around US 20 billion, but spends US 2 billion a year on imported fuel.
Blessed favor, what's up?
Imported fuel, that is 10% of the GDP. Jamaica is spending 10% of their GDP yearly on fuel. Jamaica, that percentage might go up because of the price of fuel. I don't think y'all heard me though. And we are not producing nothing. Nothing.
Sad.
President Trump has adopted America First approach, right? There are those American politics. There are those American politics interests who frown upon Jamaica's growing business ties with China. Here we go. I knew this was going to be a problem. You know? We the bloggers are the independent journalists on this app, on YouTube, on TikTok, that support the People's National Party and anybody else apart from the Jamaica Labour Party. We have been saying this. This is going to be a problem. The connection that Jamaica has with China. I want to ask Andrew, what have you signed? What kind of business deals have you signed with China? Dre Brian, where have you? America has now said that they are frowning upon the growing business ties that Jamaica have with China. America has said now that they are removing all the aid that they usually send to these small countries in the Caribbean every year. And approximately US $25 billion spread across all Caribbean islands. They are no longer sending it. And for you to stay in the good graces of the United States, you have to make sure that you are doing some type of business with the business companies them in the United States to come to your country to expand their business. Else, you will not be in the United States good graces. So if a disaster was to happen or anything, and you're looking to the United States to help you, we're not going to pay like, but you know the business will be, we're not helping you. Yeah, you're going to suffer. That's how that goes. Oh, you have these strong ties with China, but we, our neighbors, are we so close? No, we're not helping. And this is what they're saying, you know? This is what they're saying. And then, you know, when you're in a war, you really have to keep your money in, because war takes a lot of money in it. And this war don't seem like it's going to be ending anytime soon. So we are on our own in Jamaica. This is what the article is saying. We depend on our own. America is cutting off the people then. We included. And in this article, Jamaica is mentioned several times. So imagine we just diss Cuba. We just diss Venezuela. And America turn on and say, yo, nigga finger. This administration did not do what was best for the Jamaican people. I don't care what the United States said, right? It all boils back to we the people voting back this corrupt government. But this God set them up, you know. I told you guys from last year that watch God work. God is up to something. The screws are being tightened in Jamaica. The Labour Party will know no peace. Everywhere they turn, Macajuke them. There's nothing they do that will work. God is not with this government. Nothing what them do not work. And you're seeing it. When I saw this article, I said, oh my God. I said, Lord have mercy. Another nail in the coffin at the JLP administration. The United States decides to say, yo, they're not dealing with on that level if you send no aid around here. No aid. None of the $25 billion now come to Jamaica. I said 25 billion and I never said million. US 25 billion. So say for instance, Jamaica was getting, I don't know, 2-3 billion out of that every year. Calculate that by 160. Calculate that by 160. Just calculate $2-3 billion by 160. And you understand the impact of the money that we're not going to get anymore. That deals with food. What else? Food. Oh, sorry. My bad. Food, education, and health programs. Food, education, and health programs. Yo, the man them say them don't like how we have this growing business tie with China. Its level of investment in the country. They say Jamaica should look more to the United States in that respect. This is what the article is saying. Joseph Vale, who has conducted research work for both America First Policy Institute and the Center for Renewing America, speaking with OWA today, said, Jamaica and the Caribbean islands are in our backyard. We are their number one trading partner for decades. We have been giving them billions in aid while getting very little in return. So America is saying, who are you loyal to? The dragon? Or no. America is saying, Jamaica, who are you loyal to? The Chinese or us that have been giving you billions of dollars without any real return? Oh, by the way, our tourism. The Americans spend the most money here. Some of us get wives, some of us get husbands, some of us get the opportunity to be in the country and grow our families for years. It's not America alone, but we have to admit a large number of people live in America that used to be living in Jamaica. And it's facts. How many people are living in China? How many people are even interested in living in China? From Jamaica, I'm talking about. How many people that are married to Chinese people from Jamaica? And you know, you're growing this family there and there's no racism.
You did a man, but one piece of me can't.
The culture, the politics. Do you guys like China politics? I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking. These are things to think about. But again, Jamaica decided to kick out the Cuban doctors. Something that affected every Jamaican, our health. I don't think it's unreasonable to say to the Americans, listen, we understand the position. We need some time. We need some time to get these persons replaced. We're having a brain drain. People that live here want to go to your country, and many of them get you to go there and become medical professionals and not serve us. So we now have to find a way how to get medical professionals out here that actually are as effective as the Cubans. We need some time. Now they're pulling back their money to deal with health. So we are in a very, very dangerous position. Exactly how many Jamaicans are employed in China? Even Canada have more Jamaicans. But a lot of Jamaicans living in the United States, it is just the facts. A lot of them has made a great life there. A lot of them, you know what I mean? And you see, one of the things they said here about the Chinese, let me see. Is it right there? Those Americans, blah, blah, blah. Favor the Americans first, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Jamaica highways and road networks are built by the Chinese, and now they are taking major positions in the port development. The government has been very welcoming to the Chinese, but do not call for American firms to
share up the live there for me. Share up the live there for me. Don't be stingy, guys. Come on,
this
now. Stop
is
it.
The narrative that is coming.
Don't be stingy tonight.
Of the Americas, they're telling you straight up out of it. Will Andrew Honest ignore this article?
Hey,
what are the labor right now? Listen, Andrew. This is on our Today
Call him
website. I am sure you guys must see this.
Call
if
him
you have
up.
not seen it, that means your foreign relations ministry
is not working. That's a fact.
If Andy Honest has not read this article,
talk the boss,
heard what the Americans are thinking and what they're doing, then you guys are not doing your job. Because they are saying, we have given you all this money and we have gotten little in return. You guys did not call us to build your roads. You did not call us to build this. You did not call us to be running the ports. But you have all these deals with the Chinese. Yo, listen to this. Former U.S. Ambassador of Jamaica, Donald Tapia, has told Jamaica not to look to the Red Dragon, but rather look to the north, to its biggest ally. He too says it's time more American businesses had a presence in the Caribbean. Jamaica and others should know by now where their bread is buttered. Jesus. We give Jamaica around US 50 million a year. I mean, in aid, so 50 million a year them get, right? It's about time it was reciprocated.
Hey.
Yeah. America is saying, we're not eating nothing from money, you know. This relationship is one way. Y'all just getting our money. US 50 million a year in aid alone, you know. Aid. Multiply that by 160. Every 1 million is 160 million. So 160 million times 50. That's a lot. That's a lot. Donald Tapia served as the U.S. ambassador to Jamaica during Trump's first term as president. He has sounded the alarm on Jamaica's growing closeness to China. Jamaica, we're in trouble, you know? External forces, just like what Pastor Jeffrey Shuttleworth said. External forces.
Yep.
Look out. Look out. Don't let them fool you. Don't make the Jamaica Labour Party use no brain. If the money come out strong about China, and China not going nowhere, China not going nowhere. If, and you know, this is what they say, so. Speaking at a local media house lunch, and Tapia said, if the United States went to war with China, Jamaica, they might try to tell me something, man. They not tell me. The man might tell me straight. When we read between the lines, why would he bring this up? If the United States went to war with China, what umbrella are you under, Jamaica? Jamaica, do you know what umbrella Andrew is under? Because you know Andrew love money.
Money.
I know Andrew line himself a whole bunch of people.
Money.
Jamaica, external forces. External. Andrew cannot be sleeping well at night. You think say people that are protesting in the streets are not, what about Winifred? Andrew owners must be, but he's supposed to have a bathroom regular, every hour upon the hour.
My God. My God.
Weak bladder.
Wow.
Pressure mount.
What's up, Beth?
Pressure is mounting. Tell me, I tell you that I'm not normal.
Shit.
The man said if the United States went to war with China, what umbrella are you under, Jamaica?
Yes.
Are you under the umbrella of China or are you under the umbrella of the United States? Think about that. End quote. Not my word. Donald Tapia said that's it. Former US ambassador in Jamaica for the United States.
Janet, what's up?
And you see, the man knew what is going on. The man said at this part of the paragraph, the department cable read in part, for decades, government aid has been flowing from developing countries with only limited impact. It has not solved the world's economic development challenges and has often created dependence and corruption. The man come see the corruption of Jamaica first hand. The man come see the corruption of Jamaica first hand, my people. U.S. Secretary of State Mark Rubio has said the presence of American companies is key for bilateral relations and economic development, with the U.S. playing a key role in logistics, technology, and nearshoring. Logistics, technology, and nearshoring, that are the course. Travel, logistics, movement, and technology. America has been very clear now. The question is, what will Andrew do? You think Andrew can play both sides for how long? How long do you think Andrew wants to play both sides?
Son, where you deal with?
You want to think about that? How long Andrew can really play both sides?
Son.
And be neutral, and be skillful, and be the best chess player on the board. This is a board that too big for Andrew. Andrew not ready for this board. The man here play for another level. We talk about world power. He is a pawn. Yes, on 1 p.m. Labor is a pawn. Worse like uncertified. This article came out what was this? April 16th, 2 days ago. 2 days ago it came out, but I'm just seeing it. I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked going through the article. I said, what? This is what we doing? Oh, Andrew is in trouble. I'm like, Andrew is in trouble, bro. The entire Jamaica Labour Party is in trouble. Andrew at the head, trouble. If the United States goes to war with China, who umbrella are you going under, Andrew? Whose umbrella are you going under, Chinese or American?
Hey.
Because you see, if you're going to Chinese, well, look at Jamaica would be an enemy of America. America, they're right there, sir. So the entire country now put into jeopardy. And the man them a pray because the Chinese them are on the port then. Didn't the Chinese give Andrew some gun the other day? Some far shooting gun and then something? To the JCF and then something? From about 1 year ago? Jamaica it don't look good. It don't look good. You never said when it don't look good. It don't look good. What deals have Andrew want to sign with the Chinese? What has he promised them? I don't have time to eat that liver right now, man. Because I don't think all these things, them things are serious now. I don't know how to try to defend foolishness now. I am asking critical questions. What will Andrew Holness do? Is he going to go under the umbrella of China or the United States? What is he going to do? No, what are they? Only Labour right here have the audacity to come on the comment section a while ago for going to chat foolishness. Did you see what they did to the Venezuelan president?
Hey!
What? Wait. Hold up. Time out. Make a reason. Do you see what they did? To this Venezuelan president? You never see. In the middle of the night. Yeah, yeah. Snatch him. That is Jamaica. What security does Andrew have to stop the Americans from? As a matter of fact, I don't think the America will even go so far. I want a phone call. Yo, present yourself. Yeah, man. One phone call. Present yourself. Just present yourself. Who do you think the CIA, FBI agents for Jamaica? You know something? That's why I can't talk to Dunson, because I never them take this thing for a fool thing, you know. Eh? Really, someone right. Want to know? This is serious. This is no joke business, brother. Because the man them go for the Venezuelan president, and the man tell us him I go for the Cuban one too. Cuba have more back it. But he tell us him I go for the Cuban one too. Jamaica don't back it. Or Jamaica back it. Has Jamaica firmly aligned themselves with anybody outside of the United States? Andrea, how are you doing? Good night. Andrea, the question is coming up. Do you know that there is an issue with China and America right now? And there's a chess game happening where China is saying, yo, I'm here, that's the time I talk about it. Yo, what wanna do? Wanna try to attack the economy? And that China depend like, yo, America, what depend? Just tell one of them. Just make we know one of them. See? This is not for
We need some milk.
We don't need no. I just want to get a missile on Jamaica. If Jamaica becomes a threat to the United States of America and align themselves with China and then go to war, it will not take nothing for Jamaica machine. If they deem it that level of threat, it will not take nothing. Cockroach, no business in a foul fight. What is going to be the position of Andrew Honest if, ladies and gentlemen, what is good?
Ladies and gentlemen, top of the morning, top of the night, top of the afternoon, wherever you are in the world, it's your brother BOLO V&R in this space again. Please like and share this video because you know the thing kind of serious more than what we think. A lot of things are manifesting. You understand? And we can't say we're not warned, you know, ladies and gentlemen. It would be disingenuous. It would be disingenuous for us to say that, you know, we are caught off guard with some of the things that is manifesting with this government. And when you look at the article that is just being, you know, explained and dissected by myself in my way, how can you argue that Jamaica is in a strong place? As a top mother, what you doing? Nerida, Mama San, so should work? Big up Mama San. You guys know the drill, man. Let's get to 50,000 likes, all right? Yeah, let's get it. Share the live, like the live. Appreciate y'all. Good night, Auntie Tiny. Marcus, big up yourself. I see you, Aureus. Who else is here? Bless up everybody upon the live. Zane. I'm gonna see YouTube. Who is here on YouTube? Dahlia. Hi, Dahlia. Hi, Karen. Why I don't know? People are shy on YouTube though. Janet. What's up, Janet? Aldane. Oh no, say well on the shy because you are with TikTok now. TikTok actually show everybody that pop up so you can see their name. You understand? What? What you say? You should mean say 1 p.m. mash up PMP. No. 1 p.m. mash up the country. See, I this may talk about with the labor right there, you know. In the seriousness of Kaliga Wagwan, in the seriousness of what is happening that I just played a while ago, they try to downplay it with foolish comments as if saying 1 p.m. is going to change what God is going to do to this country. You supporting the 1 p.m. is only putting a mark on you, you know. Big up yourself, Club Social. All you're doing, you're worshiping a man. and God is not with him. So God is not with you. That's all they're doing, you know. No, man, sometimes, Patsy, big up yourself, sometimes they are not a distraction. Sometimes they are exactly what the doctor ordered. So we can remind them, you understand, of what is to come for themselves and their one pain. You feel me I deal with? Yes, I'm telling you. Hold on there. Oh yeah, perfect. I was like, wait a minute. I thought I was on my other live, on my other WhatsApp page. Let me do on my WhatsApp on my other page on TikTok. May I share out the live, people? Let me give me a second. Let me just share out the live a little bit, and then we get back to the substantive issue. I would be remiss if I didn't play this.
Jamaica, prepare yourself. Church of the Living God, prepare yourselves. We are approaching deeper waters. Turbulence is up ahead. Prepare yourselves.
Hi, Audine. Good night.
Now is the time to get your house in order. I'm speaking to born-again believers. I'm speaking to leaders in the church. Because the Lord is going to visit the church again first. And it is going to be intense this time. And then it's going to spread across the society, all the 7 pillars. Never let it be said it was not said. We are in serious times.
What's up, Ryan?
And things are going to get more and more turbulent. Write it down. And so what the Lord is saying, prepare yourself. Prepare yourselves, Jamaica. This is not just for Jamaica, this is for the globe. Those of you who are in other nations, the same is true. So although I'm speaking to Jamaica now, I'm speaking to the globe, those who are listening now. There's a major shift that is about to happen. And I'm not talking about June yet. It is going to happen before June. June is going to be the most dramatic of all.
Miss Birdie.
But it's going to keep increasing.
Paulette, what's up?
There's going to be a tipping point. And June is going to be that major shift. But there is a shift. It's almost like those persons who, what they call it, it's not the regular roller coaster. They have this more crazy one. I don't even remember the name of it. And then you have the different humps, right? Humps and the whatever they call them, until it go to the highest one. So June is going to be like a high point, not the highest one. But it's going to be close to the highest, and then you're going to have like more like a free fall kind of thing. So what is actually happening is that we're climbing, but there are humps there, humps. And as you go over a hump, there's a sudden drop. And I'm now speaking prophetically. That is what is happening. So we're about to come up on a hump, but that hump is going to lead to a sudden plunging. It is about to happen. And the Lord is preparing us for it. So that when it happens, those of us who are aligned, it will not cause heart attack. It will not cause persons' heart to fail. It will not cause persons to give up, that sort of thing. Where death should have been the portion, that will not happen, because we would have already been at that place, stable, sober, and watchful, and be able to successfully, by the grace of God, navigate the precipitous phenomena that will be coming at us from all different angles. I'm smiling, but it's not something to smile about. I'm smiling because I heard something which I'm not going to say. Jamaica, prepare yourselves. Church of the Living God, prepare yourselves. We are approaching deeper waters. Turbulence is up ahead. Prepare yourselves. Born again believers in Christ, we go back into another season of fasting and prayer. starting with
Brianna.
a consecration fast. I'll speak a little bit more on the consecration, but I have started it. Take your notes and begin to get yourself sorted out. 6 p.m. later to 6 a.m. and we'll go for 1 week for starters, and then before week 2, further instructions will be given. Prepare yourselves.
So let me ask the labor rights them something. So Jamaica is going well. Things are going well in Jamaica. Are you observing Jamaica flourishing right now? We are blessed. Are you getting that energy from what is taking place right now? Or are you experiencing the opposite? I just want to ask the labor rights them because it's kind of weird to me when I see persons come in the comment section and at this juncture that we are right now, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture that we are right now, looking at the state of Jamaica, looking at the world events, the global shocks that are taking place, the way how the government has handled the so-called relief efforts after Hurricane Melissa. Please, if you think that things are doing well, I am inviting a laborer to come up tonight on TikTok to tell me 2 good reasons why they still support the Jamaica Labour Party. And I'm talking about it has to be evidential. It has to be proven what you're saying. It has to be factual. And it has to make sense. It has to be factual and it has to make sense. I am inviting a laborite on TikTok right now to come. This is your 5 minutes of uninterrupted fame to come up right now. Send a request if you're a laborite and tell me why you still support the Jamaica Labour Party after all that has been revealed. Not just evidentially, but prophetically as well. And even your own observation. When you look at the fact that this government actually promotes witchcraft, if you are an advocate of the Word of God, if you're a believer in the Word of God, if you recognize the Word of God, I want you to show me and explain to me how you support the Jamaica Labour Party. Yeah, man, please. But let's go to UHWI right now. The health sector, because, this is one of the sectors that was mentioned in the article. Yeah?
Cleaner Classifieds mobile apps. Sign in, subscribe now. Consultant rejects blame for report lag. 2-minute read. The University Hospital of the West Indies, UHWI, did not turn over hundreds of documents that were critical to an operation and turnaround plan it commissioned for millions of dollars. The Canadian consulting firm that was contracted to draft it has alleged. This claim by Williams Pragmatic Services, WPS, comes amid scrutiny of its contract with the UHWI by Jamaican lawmakers. Hodine Williams, Chief Executive Officer, CEO of WPS, dismissed questions raised publicly about the qualification and competence of the consultants.
So, Jamaica Empress Norma, how you doing? Good night. Paula, how you doing? Siege Ham Carty, what's up? Where you say anti-criminal force, mighty God. Sylvia, good night. How you doing, Sylvia? All is well? No, I invite one labor right up here on TikTok right now. If you come explain to me what them are dealing with. No, for true. But the University of the West Indies did not turn over hundreds of documents that were critical to an operation and turnaround plan it commissioned for millions of dollars. The Canadian consulting firm that was contracted to draft it has alleged this claim by Williams Pragmatic Services, WPS, comes amid scrutiny of its contract with the UHWI by Jamaica lawmakers. Hodine Williams. So Jamaica, mark this down. Hodine Williams, Hodine Williams is apparently, Wagwan Vivian. Vivian, how are you, my darling? Apparently, Hodine, Hodine Williams, is the Chief Executive Officer, CEO of Williams Pragmatic Services, and has dismissed questions raised publicly about the qualification of the competency of the consultants. So they are saying, listen, we are more than qualified. How dare you? You're out of order. So this is the second company that I have heard of outside of Jackden that has been questioned in the PAC meeting. Very interesting. Wagwan Cookie, hey, I want to share up the live. Remember, so we need to get to 50,000 likes now, guys. Yeah, man, share up the live. Do the right thing. So them come out, them run out Jamaica. Very, very brief article, but them run out. At least me hear from them. At least I heard from them. At least me hear from them. I can't complain, Jamaica. How am I going to complain? Tell me the truth. How am I going to complain? Now, the People's National Party was at an MSME dialogue town hall in Westmoreland, and I think it was very productive. And big up to the people of Westmoreland. You understand? On a firm. May I listen to you in this video. Listen to this, Jamaica.
Because of this week, the Balvin Leslie Meat Plus Limited, because of this week at the PAC meeting, there was a revelation that the institution that is being investigated had about $40 billion outstanding in taxes and other payments. Well, we were told that it's 80 million plus interest and penalties. But my concern says that there are reports about a number of other companies that have had large taxes written off, I just, one of them is said to be a radio station that also gets a large amount of budgetary support in terms of advertisement from the government. The Balvin Leslie Meat Plus Limited.
No, Jamaica. Yo, big up Portland. No, big up Westmoreland. No. Yo, no, what? Did you guys hear that a while ago? Thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy, you hear that a while ago, right? We'll play it again. No, that meeting the festive down in Westmoreland. Play that, man.
The Balvin Leslie Meat Plus Limited.
Yes.
Because of this week at the PAC meeting, there was a revelation that the institution that is being investigated
yes,
had about $40 billion outstanding in taxes and other payments.
Right.
Well, we were told that it's 80 million plus interest and penalties. But my concern says that there are reports about a number of other companies that have had large taxes written off, taxes written off.
Yes.
I just, one of them is said to be a radio station that also gets a large amount of budgetary support in terms of advertisement from the government. It may sound funny, but it's just...
Yo, listen. I cannot stop laughing anytime I hear Julian Robinson laugh. Did you hear the laugh from Julian Robinson a while ago when the man said that a while ago? Ocean, why the man talk about it, hear Julian Robinson?
One of them is said to be a radio station that also gets a large amount of budgetary support in terms of advertisement from the government. It may sound funny, but it's just that I really would love to know whether or not this information is correct, whether or not it is being investigated. Because it sounds unreasonable to me that there are a lot of people in Westmoreland, small business people, who are harassed daily by the tax administration people. and they get little numbers. But when we have these large tax write-offs, you know, it really is amazing. And just since I'm working at chance again, I just want to find out, sir, whether or not the loan to the JPS club of the $150 million, if it is like to come back and bite us in a few years' time, we increase to it, to say that pay by the money.
Thank you, Mr. Leslie. I am not so sure the persons with the answers are sitting at this table, but it's a good over to you, sir.
Yo! Hey, we know the people in our West one.
The situation is an ongoing.
Hey, people in our West one, big up on yourself. Me respect on them. Everybody, you elder them, yo, me respect on them.
Crisis of confidence, you know, that as we hear, and there's more to come. I believe there's more to come. I have the chairman of the committee that's looking at it beside me, so I can say that. Yes, I mean.
Hey, Mr. Mark going up like, yes, I mean, I hold him breath in the car. Him now I say wrong thing. Hey, it's a bombshell question. The elder asked a while ago, you know. The man said, listen to me, I am hearing rumors that there's a certain radio station that has gotten tax exemption from the government of a lot of money. But yet still we are being pressured at the little man and them the type of money when we are here. And then when they look on UHWI situation and the $40 billion when everything add up, it is crazy that they are pressuring small businesses, but these big companies get tax write-off. It is something that needs to be addressed. It is something that is fundamentally wrong with the system. What are those companies doing for Jamaica? Why them getting these tax write-offs? What are they doing? What are they contributing? And if they're contributing anything, Zine, they're not supposed to pay a tax? But everybody else should. Isn't we the people that actually pay our taxes contributing to the country anyway? When we go to work, the fireman, the police, the nurses, isn't everybody contributing? So why these big companies get tax write-off? What are they benefiting the economy and the country? What are they doing for us to get those tax write-offs? Make it make sense. Are they offering free services to the people? Like life-saving services? Because that would make a lot of sense for you to give them tax write-offs. What is going on? Hi, Alicia. What's up? Bless up yourself, Alicia.
You know, sometimes it's necessary though for persons to get the opportunity to get a fresh start, you know. So I believe that the university hospital is going to have some kind of arrangement for that, because there's no way they're going to be able to pay $40 billion. It should never have got to where it is. And that's...
Only hear that? Mark Golding said there's no way, Black away I deal with, there's no way that the UHWI will be able to pay back the $40 billion. The man said it should have never gotten there. UHWI will start give people them some free services, you know, health services, you know, or some discounted ones, you know, to supplement the tax write-off, you know. Yes, man. Every single money at the 18 billion, at the $40 billion should go into offering life-changing, life-saving services from UHWI to patients of Jamaica. You have to be a Jamaican. I want to think. I think I should suggest this to the People's National Party, you know, and to pose it to the government. Look on Derval. Derval now playing up people. Derval saying when I go to a protest, I see that Andrew is a liar. Mighty God, big up Derval. You see how Derval deal with the thing? Good. Andrew is a liar. Wow. Browning, what's up, Browning? Browning put up our cash up for our name to rotted. I am Coley. I am Coley, wasn't it your birthday yesterday, or is that different I am Coley? I've been asking that since yesterday, no man. Are you the same I am Coley that's on Mystic Sensation, man? Let's continue.
This is really the tragedy of this situation is the prolonged period of very unsound management practices that has allowed these things to be hidden for so long, and then when they come out, they're at a situation, at a stage where clearly that can only be resolved by the government coming to some kind of accommodation for them.
Wow. You hear that?
Yeah, I don't know if Julian wants to.
I understand the concern you're raised about I think inequity may be the correct term in terms of how different entities are treated. And
no, I want you to realize the difference when he's talking and when he's laughing. That deep voice is hilarious when he's laughing.
You raised a particular one which concerns us as well, as observers, and how that particular station operates.
Ocean-wide, a demi matter, ocean-wide. Ocean-wide. Big up Derval, man. I see, man. Big up Derval, man. You understand him relevant in our space now, what am I doing now? It's important to be a trendsetter and not a follower. Big up Derval.
You know, I think TAJ or the government, as from a policy perspective, I don't think University Hospital is unique, meaning I believe there are probably other government agencies that may not be as bad, but may have similar liabilities as well to TAJ that would require an intervention. But it certainly, if you're a small business and you're being hounded, I understand that vexation. I would also say, you know, during the budget debate, we felt that instead of imposing new taxes, if the government collected what was due to it, then it wouldn't need to burden the residents and the people in the society more. And it's very evident from what we have seen at UHWI Hospital as a public entity, but there are other private entities that there is scope for greater efficiency in collection so that we can address many of the issues that Moses spoke about, many of the infrastructure problems, if we can collect what is due to the government. As the opposition leader said, we continue at the Public Accounts Committee to probe the issues there. There is more to come. There are more people can probably give us shed light on many of the issues that took place there. But again, what frightens me is that if the Auditor General had not gone in, we would never have known. And the question is, are there other public entities that are operating like this? I mean, I consider it, frankly, from my experience in public service, the worst I've seen.
Respect.
I thought Petrojam was the worst, but this was worse than Petrojam.
I think Petrojam was the worst, but this worse than Petrojam. No, Julian Robinson, I'm a favorite PMP member right now. I'm telling you, he has been on a roll. Yo, the man say it's worse. Let's play that back. Hold on. Let's play that back. No, I need this. I need this in my life. Hold on. I need this in my life. I need this one in my life, people. Real talk. Let me just flip my camera. Alright, so Jamaica, you know what say the People's National Party was at a MSME town hall meeting in Westmoreland, and a very important question was asked about a certain radio station that get most of the government contract, that get tax write-off, and of course Julian Robinson was answering his portion. Let's get to a little part of it that I want to highlight.
What is due to the government. As the opposition leader said, we continue at the Public Accounts Committee to probe the issues there. There is more to come. There are more people can probably give us shed light on many of the issues that took place there. But again, what frightens me is that if the Auditor General had not gone in, we would never have known. And the question is, are there other public entities that are operating like this? I mean, I consider it, frankly, from my experience in public service, the worst I've seen. I thought Petrojam was the worst, but this was than Petrojam.
So the situation at the UHWI, according to our General, Mr. Julian Robinson, Shadow Minister for Finance, this situation with the UHWI owing $40 billion in taxes to the government is worse than Petrojam. As a matter of fact, what Mark Golding said is simply they won't be able to pay it back, and the government would have to write off the taxes. You know what I mean? And the persons at Westmoreland is saying, listen, we get harassed by TAJ all the time, or small businesses. So why are these big entities really getting away with these things? And this is something that has happened over a long period of time. Obviously, you're talking about $40 billion. Obviously, it's 18 billion, and then you have what do you call it now? Penalties, right? And then you look at this radio station that is getting all this government contract, and they too, you look at Andrew Honest and the Integrity Commission report, and there was questions around his tax compliance. It's unfair to the regular man, and we, the regular man, have to unite and stop allowing these groups, parties, to separate us. You understand? We are the ones that are supposed to hold them accountable. Donna Chrissy, how are you doing? So let me know what you guys think about that, what Julian Robinson said, and Mark Jefferson Golding. And big up the elder man for the question, man. Listen.
The Balvin Leslie Meat Plus Committee. During the course of this week, at the PAC meeting, there was a revelation that the institution that was being investigated had about $40 billion outstanding in taxes and other payments. Or where we were told that it's 80 million plus interest and penalties. But my concern says that there are reports about a number of other companies that have had large taxes written off, I just, one of them is said to be a radio station that also gets a large amount of budgetary support in terms of advertisement from the government. It may sound funny, but it's just that I really would love to know whether or not this information is correct, whether or not it is being investigated. Because it sounds unreasonable to me.
True.
That there are a lot of people in respondents, small business people, who are harassed daily. By the tax administration people. And they get little no mercy. But when we have these large tax write-offs, you know, it really is amazing. And just since I work in a chance again, I just want to find out, sir, whether or not the loan to the JPS club of the $150 million, if it is like the come back and find us in a few years' time, we did quiz to it to say that you got the money.
Thank you, Mr. Yo, this a man, hey, I'm telling you something, man. This a man asked two power questions. Big up the elder.
Leslie, I am not so sure the persons with the answers are sitting at this table, but Mr. Golding over to you.
Yo! What going to do? Big up. Yeah, Mr.
The
Golding
University
now.
Hospital situation is an ongoing crisis of confidence, you know, that as we hear, and there's more to come. I believe there's more to come. I have the chairman of the committee that's looking at it beside me, so I can say that. Yes, I mean, you know, sometimes it's necessary though for persons to get the opportunity to get a fresh start. You know, so I believe that the University Hospital is going to have some kind of arrangement for that, because there's no way they're going to be able to pay $40 billion.
You hear that? That's coming from a businessman. That's coming from a lawyer, understanding how business works and numbers. So we getting back our money from the UHWI. Not happening in Jamaica. Not happening. Moving on. Moving on. Peter Bunting in the building.
Productivity, efficiency, and competitiveness. Thanks. Good evening, everyone. In my portfolio, productivity, efficiency, and competitiveness, technology is one of the prime enablers. And if I could just take 2 minutes to say it operates at a number of levels. If we start at productivity at a personal level, the first thing we have to transform is our education system.
True.
And we've been talking about this for forever. But when I go into a classroom today as a member of parliament, it looks very similar and it's organized much as it did when I was in school decades ago. If I walk into a bank or a supermarket or any other type of organization, it looks completely different and it operates completely different and driven by technology, but we still haven't incorporated it in a meaningful way in our education system. We talk about upskilling our workforce. Technology is one of the ways that we can do that. Those who didn't get the first opportunity in school can be upskilled. And one of the initiatives we had around that was, in our campaign manifesto, was that we were going to use heart to match dollar for dollar every business who invested in upskilling their workforce, whether small, medium, or large businesses. We would have matched their investment in their workforce to improve their productivity. So that's at a personal level. At a business level, there's a whole, AI is transforming personal productivity, particularly in some industries, but it is having devastating effects right now on many areas in our business process outsourcing. In Manchester, in central Manchester, I championed the first BPO center. I brought Sutherland Global to Manchester, and at their peak, they were employing close to 10,000 people in Jamaica. My understanding is now that has been cut in half.
What?
And it's affecting many other BPO type operations.
Wow.
So AI is inevitable, but if we don't use it and if we're not early adopters of it, we're actually going to be victims of it. I'll give you another example. There's a company I'm associated with that had a margarine tub filling line, and they've just introduced, or in the process of introducing, a robotic line to replace the
Jamaica, you hear that? AI cut the workforce at the BPO in half from 10,000 to 5,000. Are you guys ready? It's not just AI, robotics. Robotics. It's not just AI. You have to think about these things. This is why you have to be innovative. And if you haven't shown any level of innovation after 10 years as a government, why should anybody believe that you're going to do that now? In Chrissy, you can't believe that? From 10,000 workers to 5,000. 50% is a lot, That's 5,000 families affected. And then we have this situation with companies not paying them taxes already. So any benefit from the government through our tax dollars is also going to be cut because of lack of payment of taxes. Not only are they wicked, but they're also incompetent. I'm telling you something, man.
Woman scored top billing. They've reduced the employment on that line by 85%. But the efficiency, that company will now be able to compete in export, not just in the region. And they just introduced, or in the process of introducing, use it. And if we're not early adopters of it, we're actually going to be victims of it. I'll give you another example. There's a a company I'm associated with that had a margarine tub filling line, and they just introduced, or in the process of introducing, a robotic line to replace the human spool tub filling. They've reduced the employment on that line by 85%. But
Jamaica, didn't I just say robotics? So this company that had human beings doing the work has cut their human resource 85%. That's even worse than the AI. So if you feel like, oh, this physical job, Jamaica at some point, like in a lot of places around the world, because they really don't care about the people. All right? They really don't. They care about their bottom line, and it is what it is. Yeah, 85% of a workforce being cut. You see why I don't work for nobody in the first place? Antonio, what's up? Foremost of Fantasy was asking for you, bro. Yeah, this is why I don't work for anybody. Because I already know being self-sufficient is the best way. Going through the struggle to making sure that you find a creative way to make a life for yourself is the best option than working for people. Because imagine you stay loyal to a company for, I don't know, 10 years of your life, and after 10 years of your life, what you're getting from the company? You get no loyalty. As soon as you become disposable and AI comes in our robotics, bloop, you're gone, you're done. What are we as the people of Jamaica demanding from our government to protect us against those types of eventualities? They are not protecting us against the what you call it? What you call it, man? The hospitality services, Sandals, and all of these companies that is telling people with a pin on the shirt that, listen, you know what I mean? Do not tip when they're getting meager pay already. How cruel can you be? Just how cruel can you be?
efficiency, that company will now be able to compete in export, not just in the region, but across the world. So what this takes is investment at the company level to give people the skills. When I'm driving down to Mandeville every week, many times a week, it pains me to see people cleaning the highway, the east-west highway, with broom and rake and wackermen cutting the side. You never see that in a first world country. You know, they have machinery, sweepers that people sit on and, you know, go down the highway at 45 miles per hour, and it's so much more efficient. And these are the sorts of investments we need. At a national level, government bureaucracy is a huge impediment to improving our productivity. And, you know, a big part of that is corruption. Things stay inefficient so that people can eat our food from making it happen. There's a certain arbitrariness in our approval systems. They're not predictable. The first question I spoke about, her interest in real estate development, I believe. And if you're talking about real estate development, it can be a minefield in terms of you try and go through the process, you follow everything. At the end of the development, the Water Commission might say, yes, I know we approved the project at the beginning, but guess what? You can't connect to this sewage line here, or you can't get water at this line. You have to run it another mile in order to get it, even though it was approved on that basis. The fire department says, yes, we approve your plans with regular windows, but no, we really think you need fireproof windows. And this is the sort of unpredictability and uncertainty that discourages investment. And finally, I just want to say there's a systemic impediment to productivity and competitiveness that we have, which is the cost of energy. Just on my drive down here, I calculated on my residential bill what my last bill, what the cost per kilowatt hour was, and it was 47 US cents per kilowatt hour, which is, you know, and it's growing because I believe by next month when the full impact of the oil prices pass through, it will be even more. There's very few manufacturing or energy intensive businesses that can survive. Farmers who have to pump water. Imagine what this will have due to your irrigation costs. We know fertilizer costs are exploding already. So until we succeed in bringing this cost down, we're really not going to move forward in an energy intensive type industry. There are solutions which individual entities are finding, but the problem with that is that it's actually going to make electricity more expensive for the average Jamaican. And how is that? Because the best paying residential customers are putting in solar systems, which today at these prices will pay back for themselves in 3 or 4 years. The best paying commercial customers are putting, cogeneration systems in, which will pay for themselves. But when these people come off the grid, the overheads of JPS still has to be distributed by the rest of us. And therefore, the cost per kilowatt hour will keep going up. And that's, a serious impediment. And unless we have some transformational thinking, some really innovative, creative, radical thinking to bring down that cost in the shortest possible time. And that brain power does not exist at the Ministry of Energy right now.
Mighty God, shots fired. Shots fired off of Darrell Vaz and the whole line ministry. Oh my God, he did not just say that. Play that back. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow, bro. Yeah, that's wild. I'm sorry, that is wild, bro.
Average Jamaican. And how is that? Because the best paying residential customers are putting in solar systems, which today at these prices will pay back for themselves in 3 or 4 years. The best paying commercial customers are putting, cogeneration systems in, which will pay for themselves. But when these people come off the grid, the overheads of JPS still has to be distributed by the rest of us. And therefore, the cost per kilowatt hour will keep going up. And that's, a serious impediment. And unless we have some transformational thinking, some really innovative, creative, radical thinking to bring down that cost in the shortest possible time. And that brain power does not exist at the Ministry of Energy right now, at the policy level.
Yo, your Julian is not laughing at background. Yo, your Julian is not laughing at background, yo. Oh my God, Julian is like, yo, me can't bother dog. Yo, Julian I kill me with joke, yeah, man. Julian is not kill me with joke. Jamaica, 2 farmers charged for cocaine seizure at Norman Man International Airport last week. 2 farmers has been arrested and charged following the seizure of 9.6 kilograms, approximately 21 pounds of cocaine at the Norman Man International Airport on Friday, April 10th. The 2, Leroy Thomas and Dwight Gardner, were jointly charged on Tuesday, April 14th, with possession of cocaine, dealing with cocaine, taking steps to export the white lady, and conspiracy to exporting the white lady by detectives assigned to the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division. Hold on, Jamaica with us. Let me read for you.
Reports are that both men were at the airport preparing to board a flight to Canada. An operation was conducted by FND personnel during which anomalies were detected in their luggage. A search led to the discovery of 3.6 kilograms of cocaine in Gardner's luggage and 6 kilograms of cocaine in Thomas's luggage. The illicit drug has an estimated street value of $5.7 million. Both men are to appear in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court this Wednesday, April 22nd. Drug seizure thus far in 2026. Since the start of the year, over 3,100 kilograms or more than 6,800 pounds of cocaine have been seized across the island, valued at more than $1.8 billion. Of this amount, Jamaica recorded its largest cocaine seizure worth $1.6 billion on March 21st and charged 3 Colombians. Director of FNID, Superintendent of Police, Patrero highlights that the police continue to have heightened vigilance at the ports to intercept the movement of illicit drugs. According to him, our teams are highly alert and have intensified their approach to identify and intercept those who attempt to smuggle drugs within and across our borders, especially those who seek to exploit our agricultural community benefits as a cover for criminal activities. We will continue to work with our partners to dismantle these networks. Tags: Cocaine seizure, Jamaica Constabulary Force.
It's only year one. Boy, TikTok my back again, you know. I would be remiss if me never me couldn't hear this from Peter Bunting. Nobody didn't hear Peter Bunting show the entire ministry. Darrell Vaz ministry under the bus. You don't hear this. No, sir.
Thanks. Good evening.
You don't hear this, Jamaica.
Will pay back for themselves in 3 or 4 years. The best paying commercial customers are putting, cogeneration systems in, which will pay for themselves. But when these people come off the grid, the overheads of JPS still has to be distributed by the rest of us. And therefore, the cost per kilowatt hour will keep going up.
Price up.
And that's, a serious impediment. And unless we have some transformational thinking, some really innovative, creative, radical thinking to bring down that cost in the shortest possible time. And that brain power does not exist at the Ministry of Energy right now. As we have some transformational thinking, some really innovative, creative, radical thinking to bring down that cost in the shortest possible time. And that brain power does not exist at the Ministry of Energy right now. As we have some transformational thinking, some really innovative, creative, radical thinking to bring down that cost in the shortest possible time. And that brain power does not exist at the Ministry of Energy right now, at the policy level.
Jamaica, where's the lie? Where's the lie? He threw them all at the bus with the truth, but where's the lie? Show me the brain power in the Ministry of Energy. And if they have the brain power, why are they not using it to bring down the cost of electricity? Where's the innovation? You know what they're going to tell you? People bad mind and, there's no other way. Rubbish. Incompetence and evil. That's what it is. Incompetence and evil. Mighty God. Incompetence and evil, Jamaica. What a thing. We got Peter Bunting for telling us the truth. Tell me what you think in that comment section. My gosh. Nobody there with the brains, on a policy level. On any level. Because it's policy. Really and truly, it's policy. I mean, the edge tax, my God, we could go on, but let me know what y'all think. Ooh, boy, I tell you, boy, let's continue, boy. Hey, they are on a roll over here, boy. They are on a roll over here, so.
Waste management. We have seen a lot of
garbage.
Ryan Marshall, president of the Niggle Entertainment Association.
Thank you.
The only other problem with waste management. We have seen a lot of countries using waste to transform to energy. Why is it that we have taken so long to use waste to energy transformation?
I mean, from we were last in government, there was a task force set up to deal with the transformation of Riverton, actually. But quite frankly, we have not seen any tangible movement on it. In fact, I think they were going to relocate. You want to?
Yeah, so there was a proposal to look at the waste situation around Riverton, that being the largest dump. Really, it's not a landfill, it's a dump. And a task force was put in place. The work of that task force, the last meeting I had with them was about a year ago. And that task force continued, but not at the pace that I think is warranted. and necessary. And we still haven't gotten to a stage where we're ready to see a concrete proposal being put. So we're still awaiting that. But waste to energy should be a part of that mix of transition measures that we take.
I think that it needs to be looked at as being a special case because it provides energy, but it also deals with a waste problem, you know, and it's unique in that respect. And Jamaica has a real solid waste disposal problem. I mean, I represent a constituency in Kingston, and you know, I was discussing with my councillors yesterday. We have bulky waste now problems, all kind of things people put out on the road, people doing construction and leave refuse on the road, etc. So even though our domestic waste we're managing fairly well in my constituency, I have a program that I deal with that, but the bulky waste is a big problem, and the government, you know, they don't really have a process for managing that. It's done in an ad hoc way from time to time when it gets bad, you know? So I think if we look at the waste to energy as a thing that is not just solving an energy issue and diversifying our energy mix and trying to get our cost of energy down, but it's also a way of dealing with the solid waste problem, then I think we could prioritize it more, you know? Yeah. I know your MP was bawling about the garbage disposal situation on the video. Yeah.
Just before MP Hales continues to lament the situation, I think enough has been said about the waste.
Michael, bless him to general.
I think solid waste is currently failing the people of Westmoreland, and we coming out of the hurricane. There was a program that was being done through the Ministry of Local Government where we're cleaning communities, and I thought it was going very well because residents were able to put out that bulky waste and they were able to clean, debush the area, clean the drains. You know, the communities were looking like life was being restored. That was discontinued.
I wonder why.
A centralized program done. I don't know for what good reason. Because the initial program was also providing significant financial assistance to residents who are in need.
Yes.
What we now have is that pretty much as the elected officials, we become the chief mendicants. We beg on a daily basis for basic services.
Wow.
I mean, the garbage is piled up in sections of White House and in Darliston and Bettentown. And, you know, it becomes a breeding site for rodents, for rats and all of those things. It can lead to an public health disaster. So I think more really needs to be done by the National Solid Waste Management Authority to deal with just the collection and disposal of the waste.
Ryan Marshall.
Hey, that is a proper conversation right there about the solid waste situation. I love that question there from the elder in our Westmoreland. Westmoreland people, pick up on yourself again, man. No, I'm very impressed. First in study. You can't trick a comrade. No, big up Westmoreland people and for real. I'm very proud. That town hall meeting told me a lot about Westmoreland. When I hear what I go in Jamaica, when I hear them type of level of discussion here and questioning. Mighty God. But, you know, I would be remiss if I never got to my favorite senator. Senator Dr. Maziki Fame made it clear that while improving stipend matters, the bigger issue is ensuring ordinary Jamaicans can fully participate in the justice system without burden, because when citizens serve on juries, they are not deciding cases. They are helping to balance power, reduce bias, and strengthen trust in the system. Many still question. Oh man, listen, this is going to be good. Wait a minute, hold up. This is going to be good right here, boy. She don't play. Shout out to Miss Mazika.
Miss Mazika Thame. Appreciate you, ma'am. This is the Senate the other day.
Mr. President, you might recall that in his 2024 sectoral presentation in the lower house, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck advised the people of Jamaica that based on the increases paid to them between 2016 and 2023, members of the judiciary, those at the top, became, quote, among...
Carol, big up yourself. You have been a part of, Carol G has been a part of the fan club for 1 month. Big up everybody in our fan club, and I want to encourage other people to join the fan club. Guys, we are only at 10,000 likes. Can we get the likes up? I'm just saying. Like, come on, man. Stop playing. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? How do I pin this? I need 10 of these. What them name? What are these things? Title will appear with gifts. Guys, please look at my gallery because I don't know how to do it. Alright, just look at my gallery. They're on OddPen property. What is on OddPen property? 12 containers of food supply. Where's that article? Where's that article that they're talking about? 10 containers on OddPen property. Where is that? Please point me in that direction. I didn't hear about that.
Best paid in the region. And beyond that, they were now being paid at globally competitive rates. Meanwhile, way down the pay scale, Minister Chuck said that because Cabinet was, quote, well aware of the challenges facing the jury system, they had approved a 200% increase in the stipend paid to jurors. Mr. President, we are pleased that although almost 2 years have passed, this matter has at last found its way to Parliament. It seems the justice system is not the only one that suffers from inequity and inefficiency. Mr. President, we wholeheartedly support this amendment to the Jury Act. We salute all Jamaicans who take up the charge to serve on juries when called to do so. Jury service represents an ideal of citizen participation, an honorable responsibility to assume. When our people serve on juries, they are participating in keeping democracy alive. And no amount of compensation can express the importance of such a contribution. But of course, Mr. President, we here recognize the need to improve their financial compensation and for other types of improvements that would encourage participation and well-being of jurors. It is not so much compensation as a relief of the burden of service, the idea that the citizen should not be out of pocket in doing her civic duty. Mr. President, we should never tire of showing our commitment to democracy and the direct participation of ordinary people in the decision-making process of our nation. Jury service is an opportunity for members of the public to be directly involved in the administration of justice and brings democracy to the judicial branch of government. Jury service is participation, it's deliberation, it's democracy in action in a time of declining democracy. We see threats to democracy in the low levels of participation in elections, for instance. Our current government was brought to power with less than 20% of eligible voters having voted for them. The less the people participate and make demands on their representatives, the less they give oversight, the more governments have power to take rights away. Police killings in Jamaica are a telling statistic as it relates to rights, Mr. President. 96 people have been killed in 107 days by the police.
Wow.
The less people participate, the more governments have power to enrich themselves and to destroy democracy. Jury trials are one safeguard against concentration of power in governance. They are a source of power to the people, an important balancing force to power in the hands of so-called experts and people at the top. Mr. President, you would know the story told by Prince Buster in the song Judge Dredd. He didn't call any judgment, but he called our attention to the potential for authoritarianism in the courtroom. Because the judge was Dredd, a 400-year sentence for rude boys, no questions asked, was supposed to be justice served. Juries bring diversity of perspective to judgments in the courts. Indeed, Mr. President, a jury of one's peers or of one's community means there is a better chance that they understand the circumstances, background, experiences, and motivations of victims and defendants in trials. In other words, Mr. President, they reduce bias in the system, including by virtue of the discussion which takes place among them. They are therefore vital to confidence in the system. When victims and defendants can see themselves on a jury, they can better trust the system. And we know, Mr. President, that many Jamaicans don't trust systems. They even call systems Babylon. They understand that inequality and injustice have a long history in this country that have put many of them in opposition to the law and the formal justice system. We, Mr. President, do not want our people alienated from government. We want their inclusion and participation. And, Mr. President, it is the duty of government to encourage and facilitate them. That means making every effort to prepare people to serve on juries, including ensuring that our education system meets the same global competitiveness that Minister Chuck highlighted in speaking to pay for the top brass of the judiciary. Jurors too are judges, Mr. President, judges of fact. And on that note, Mr. President, colleagues may have seen some weeks ago a Gleaner article on the success of the principal and his team at Pembroke High in addressing the literacy crisis of the many children who had come to his high school last year unable to read. He attributed their success to their Drop Everything and Read program, and he urged the Ministry of Education to put more resources into early childhood education.
You know what I like about this lady? She ignores Marlon Morgan. And she does it on purpose. Because he's just an empty barrel making a lot of noise in the parliament. Shout out to this lady right here. She gets on with what she's saying. That has substance. Not like the trash and the garbage and the sewage matter coming out of Marlon Morgan's mouth. Shout out to her. And anybody else over there disturbing her. Yeah, the sewage that's coming out of their mouth. What they call it? Bantering. They should have they should have some etiquette. Disgusting. Moving on.
And primary education to ensure that children can function at the secondary level, encourage and facilitate them. That means making every effort to prepare people to serve on juries, including ensuring that our education system meets the same global competitiveness that Minister Chuck highlighted in speaking to pay for the top brass of the judiciary. Jurors too are judges, Mr. President, judges of fact. And on that note, Mr. President, colleagues may have seen some weeks ago a Gleaner article on the success of the principal and his team at Pembroke High in addressing the literacy crisis of the many children who had come to his high school last year unable to read. He attributed their success to their Drop Everything and Read program, and he urged the Ministry of Education to put more resources into early childhood education and primary education to ensure that children can function at the secondary level. The leader of the opposition has been long advocating for a renewed focus on early childhood education. We believe that quality education is the best diversion from antisocial paths. Mr. President, the quality of education offered in Jamaica must be such that students leave the system with readiness and tools to uphold our democracy, including to enable them to serve as jurors. Once again, Mr. President, we are happy to support the improvement in provisions for those who serve to bring democracy to the justice system, and we encourage more such initiatives. May it please you, Mr. President. Mr. President, you might recall...
Big her up, Jamaica. Big her up. You understand? Real, hold on there. You know what I'm saying? 1 second, people. Like fire and ice, Sarah. That is it. Alright, so we're good now. Just have to adjust something real quick. Now, I want to go to this. Oh, advertisement.
Final mix, the wicked. Great. Yo, man, love all the music. Come on, star.
It's that tree. And claim them and remove them. And take the idea, not to set up on him foot, but
all new RAV4.
God's gonna tell us, say, yo.
People, them now have another way out. Who are blind. Who want this, and then when them reach home, them get more embargo. You know, them get embargo, not by no weather, by man-made
listen to this.
and things. And you turn around and
listen to this.
I think don't back.
Listen to this.
I push on. Now, Andrew, this, I the video. I for break down that thing this morning because it's really bad. After you turn around and know we have the doctor nurses. When I send home some, because we nearly have 400, so you send over 300 because them send over some before. After Rubio, I just leave back certain things. And you turn around and send the rest. And do you know, that now to the detriment of our patient, our people. Them now have another way out. Who are blind. Who want this. And then when they reach home, them get more embargo. You know, them get embargo, not by no weather, by man-made embargo, where the doctor and the nurses, in a that, no light, them like have some things and I try to hurt the one of them. Destroy them. Right? Destroy them. Unlike. Yeah, man, unlike. See? So them I try to destroy them right now.
Like and share, guys. Right, let's go.
See? Yeah. Them I try to destroy them as we speak. Right now.
Hi, Mel. How are you?
Dark. Right now, people are dead in the hospital in Cuba and all kind of things. And, you know, them more make sure embargo the aisle will go in and you can, barricade that and do all kind of things. Now, Andrew are part of this, Andrew are part of that destruction. Because you have human beings that help us. We doctors and nurses. And help our people, but our people suffer. So nobody watch out the light and think, Andrew determine and take the idea, not to set up on him foot, but send on back these hundreds of physicians. We're not to just save for them life, but to help ours, our people life. And him send them home. After him talk so good about them, him send them in that. Then him turn around, the man turn around. And 6 months now, you have hurricane run. And then come up with one figure. So me not take Charles Jr. figure yet, I not take that too. Because the money with them say them give out, and them have 100,000 people, it don't make no sense. Him say 80%. And the money go to the people them in the higher category. That make it worse. So if at 80%, if you answer go 1 million, 1 billion go to them. So if we take even 9 billion and put the word 10 billion, maybe we're gonna get more than 25,000 or so. But him say 100,000. Serious to God. You're not gonna get more than 20,000 or so. Did I get benefit? Him say I won't go 1 bit and I will play back. Sometimes when you do the maths, it's not maths. It's not maths. Right? So I hear him too, I notice nobody knows nothing. I notice we gone to the media them again. We gone to the media them again. No, Andrew, be a face. You leave with people them right now as we speak, them still in a shelter. 6 months.
Sad.
6 months. A month or soon done,
Sad.
During the 7 months. In the 7 months, them claim them and remove them. Right? And then they go up after the atrocities against our human being. The atrocities. Him go up collect a walk, come see Google Gaga with it and all kind of things. And then them both hang out with it. Because I know nothing for humanitarian and nothing at all. It's a destruction and disgrace. See me? I'm put him up back. Hey, them not nothing about them, And I don't appear like people right. See not them I can't get in there. With this class, with a little writing on it. Him do all these atrocities to our people. For us to collect this. I can't fly going at the state. This is a goddamn disgrace. Yeah? These are atrocities. Yeah? These are atrocities. The man who have the election to mash up people. Good morning, Morning. Kingston story, big up yourself. Yeah, Georgia. Yeah, what? You good? Yeah, man. Same? British. What? See you, man. Yeah, man. Up, man. What, man? All right. Same? Yeah, man, you have a time of just get up the item and them things. But them things are earthly,
What you mean, man?
Them thing are earth to head. Because you have some people that look behind that. Because
no, I'm not lie. The point that Mr. Wayne Lonesome is making, Christopher, good night. So, the people, the doctors, them are being treated inhumane. But Andrew Honest send back the doctor them to go in on one of the most inhumane positions. No light, no fuel. People are dying. Blood is on Andrew hands, you know. Yeah, man. The decision that he has made, the decisions that he has made, indirectly and directly, has affected people to the highest detriment. Blood is on Andrew hands. And this entire administration, trust and believe, no look at you.
Them people are, what thing them look on, them thing, you know, and put it as a PR stunt. Can the country mash up, you know? The man destroy the country. Ongo people successful on here. Crave for you, say, yo. Ongo people successful on here, so. Him and him wife. And him team around him. Yeah. Him wife and him team around him. And the big boys them. See? Ongo them successful. See? So I look on, I go back to the Cuban crisis. Where him say, this is what him say first. But this is before the election. Right? Rubio come tell him get them on. Now, if you, Rubio, sorry for the people them, and the Cuban and say, they want to take step, but you don't call where you are to them. If a man come tell you, say, well, you know, a regime, where you say, Barbara? Yeah. You understand? Yeah. Patrick, pick up yourself. Patrice, pick up yourself. See? If a man come tell you, say, regime are hurt people, and then your same country turn around and embargo them and stop the aisle. What do you think about the hospital and people in a intensive care and thing, you cut off that?
True, man.
And you cut off that, I try style for the same doctor and nurse where you say, I get treated bad. You can't chat to me unless I hear that. Yeah? Your country embargo the same people then.
Help me the flash goal.
The same one. Because the regime.
Help me the flash goal, guys, on TikTok.
That don't make no sense to me.
No make no sense.
That's for sure say, at the money them I try to stop the people them from selling beer. And that's the truth.
Yes.
Yeah? And drop your part of that. You can't fly go New York. I want to look at
thank you, Carl.
Turn on a TV camera.
Some ice cream for this one.
Bullshit. And the talk as plain as you know. I don't make friends. These are atrocity against the humankind, especially our own kind. When you have a guy with teeth election, where them there and them supposed to back you and I this him I do. I'm gonna hurt you. Hold up. Big up yourself. See? This bad. Yeah? Make me hear what him say before the election. Yeah? Yeah, boy, I say, man, Markland, oh, brother. Me play this. Hey, I want to take in a show. Come on. You know, me turn off them phone here. Me turn on them phone here. Because I'm not answer my phone. Me go a lecture. Yeah? You see me, I say, me just lay the one of this down on the table. All the man are evil, atrocities. Yeah, him commit. And then call it, that's to show you no care for the world. No care for Jamaicans. The guy evil there, man. Because they come meet us upon it, it's like a glass thing, but them just blow down right back. You know, look, hey, let me tell you this, you know. Me don't look on nothing, me don't look on vanity like this, you know. Let me tell you why. Me the 40 years ahead of them. You know what that mean? That mean knowledge, wisdom and knowledge. Far past for them thing, but exceed them by far. Me the 40 years ahead of them. And anything them put out in that's how we die second. Yeah? We have somebody call you up. In a circle, you're up. See? When them come with these garbage, you do not play with people's life. Because, hey, let me ask you something before I show the first thing. Let me ask you something. Marla, in a circle, Michael, Patrice, let me ask you something. Kingston story, let me ask you something. If you their place, and me come and say, boy, Kingston story, you know, don't send him back up, just a taxi. No send Michael them back at them yard because them are suffer. And them mother and father and them wicked and them take everything with them up. And then me say them are suffer, you know. But me I tell you, me I tell who Avenue in Kingston. Say yo, send them back and send them as them yard. Because them are suffer them yard, you know. and them mother and them father evil. But send them back go them yard. That makes sense to you? You don't answer me now. Can we like break down?
That's a very good point. According to the United States, Cuba is suffering the people. And they're evil. They're doing all of this. Yeah? But Jamaica sends back the people into the evil situation while they're being sanctioned by the United States. Clearly they have a problem with the Cubans, the literal Cubans. It's not the system of governance. They have a problem with the Cubans themselves. That's what I see. I don't know about you. He's right. He's absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? But where are we? Where are we? Listen to this Jamaica, because they don't know so Jamaica know our real place, you know.
Residents in Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth took matters into their own hands today, coming together to repair parts of the roadways damaged after weeks of heavy rainfall. The stretch from Institution Drive to Pagan Drive was the focus of the community's efforts on Sunday. Speaking with motorists, they expressed frustration about the matter.
So, Andrew Owen's government is such a failure that the people are going into their own pockets to fix the roads. Can you guys stop paying taxes, please? Can you guys stop paying taxes? Jamaica not ready for lockdown in the country. Peacefully. Don't go work. We're not ready. We want to pay taxes for a taxi man them. All of the tax them want to pay that them raise up. The ticket them, the harassment. Why are you guys going on the road? You know, if you don't go on the road, them can't write you one ticket. Let's try it for 2 months. Make a cobweb them and you hear them run across the road. Bicycle, Jamaica. Bicycle. Yeah, man. Invest in some bicycle. And we'll start do some walking on them somewhere. Limit. Darrell Vaz don't tell us so now spend too much money on fuel already, you know, and the fuel. When I go on like so, no, so where I go on. So make we start off a ball game and lock down the country. Uno not ready? Come like you don't see what I go on there. Sure thing.
They want to fix better. We think inside the road, we go from by GNS or go to dry clean. We are see everything and concrete road they go down, brother. Because the pressure of water come off of the road, so. We go down back down, so. Baba Green and go hold it. Baba Green can't hold it because the volume of water come from the gully. All of there, so. We go down there, so. Then if you strip the road from dry clean, come up. And BRC for everything and pour with concrete.
The people also voiced disappointment to the response from their elected representatives and other relevant authorities, citing delays in addressing the issue.
We are here trying to get this road properly fixed because when the rain fall, from the other way we get in a lot of rain. So when the rain fall, it is impossible. This water come over here, this road block. Look at the, I wouldn't call them pathway, tanks. So we are putting stones in them and we are casting. We are here with the
Jamaica. The hole them were in the road, the hole them bigger than me. I can lie down in the road them and spread my hand like so. And lay down. I kid you not. What me just see a while ago? And I'm not a small person. Those are really not potholes. Those are holes broke. Like, have you ever seen a black hole in space? No, well, I shouldn't ask you that. Have you ever seen a black hole in space in a movie? It's equivalent to a black hole. There's just no end to the size of it. It's as big as the road. That is crazy, bro. Man. And then here comes more trouble. It rains
And
again.
staying with infrastructure-related matters, there's a desperate appeal this evening from residents of Easington in St. Thomas for the authorities to speed up the process to rebuild the Easington Bridge. It comes after heavy rainfall on Saturday resulted in the temporary bypass in the Yalas River being rendered impassable. And despite the river swelling on both sides, several residents, in a desperate effort to get home, braved the water in their vehicles.
That's right, you know, two people dead off of the Easington Bridge up here right now, and them create a bypass, and right now the bypass is impossible. So we just have forced through it to come from the farm there. It not stay good. So we appeal right now to the government right now. You see, the necessary people are more responsible. You have to come and fix it, you know see. Because I have to go through on the farm, and many other people depend on this stuff.
A long time I tell them it want more stuff on that in the bridge. It wants some more stuff to lift it up higher, because see when the river come down, the water come over it, so they want more stuff. That's it. When the river come, it still not wash it there. Right now the stone them are moving, because last time come to me see that whole that down there. I know they turn up on the road again.
The Easington Bridge has been officially closed to vehicular traffic and now to pedestrians due to its current state. Residents say they are caught between the proverbial rock and a hard place. The bridge is slated for rehabilitation under the Accelerated Bridge Program, but residents are appealing for the process to be expedited.
This road that cut across the river now, it needs some more stuff to pull it up, brother. Some more big stone, back and pull it to the level of this gully has to go down. So it needs some more big stone and some more sand that's the water soak on the ground.
Weeks ago, an elderly, partially blind resident died in the area after falling through a hole in the bridge.
Councillor for the Montego Bay North.
Jamaica. Everything where Andrew touch, everything I go, it's just JLP mash up the country. They mash up the country with lack of policy, proper policy. They mash up the country by removing certain policies that was there to benefit us, like the edge tax. That's namely one of them. I mean, they mash up the country by not following the principles of the Most High, by going in the direction opposite to the Most High. They mash up the country spiritually, they mash up the country physically, and they mash up the country economically. Every alleyway you can think of, the man is an absolute disaster. Not when everything when they touch, just not can go right. No matter about start and fast and this and that and accelerate. They mean no, they mean by accelerate. Which part of this government move fast in anything with them do? Tell me. Outside of buying on the vote and going on 5 grand and 10 grand. And t-shirt and them something. They find money for in the election. All the money they are helping out right now, labor rights. You still can't drop on the money they want to get to vote for them. Mass control say good night, Bolo. Short stop, you're talking about the creators. Yes, and I told them there. I think you must realize that the government not listening. So damn tired of this. You know who may I try to make listen? Mass control. The persons that didn't vote. And elaborate them. Those are the persons that want. Come know them are listening, you know. Them company live and them don't hit the like button. Them are listening to me right now. So you see, if I even 5 or 4 of them, a 5 or 4 family that, you know, one day at a blur now time. Yeah, man, we're going to knock some sense in our man, some reasoning on you can't escape. Zane, Fiona, what's up? As I talk about that, you know, I have one friend named Fiona a long time, and I see her, one big woman. Long time, and I see Fiona, you know. No, look a joke. Jamaica, how much more ice cream you need? Anybody subscribe to the platform? I sing for them right now. Just tell me a song. As long as I don't know idiot.
Councillor for the Montego Bay Northeast Division, Charles Sinclair, is raising concerns about a shooting in Flanker St. James Friday night. TVJ News understands that 3 people were shot, 1 fatally. Mr. Sinclair says the community has been relatively quiet and residents have been cooperating with the police, leaving him at a loss to explain the incident.
This is the first one for this particular year. So I've done a full 3 months, 3.5 months without any violence whatsoever in the community. If I were to look back into last year, there were only 2 acts of violence which occurred. So I think we have come a very, very far away. And we are working with the police. We have regular meetings with the senior superintendent at various times. In fact, the last meeting was held in March with the senior superintendent and residents of the community. So this one is really disturbing.
Jamaica, I want to believe that. I want to believe St. James record 1. This man I consider record only two violent situation. Yo, not tell me one thing more than the comment section there, man. I can't bother. Some things we need to bother argue with, you know?
Welcome to our viewers on TVJ.
Me just repeat it for the year how ridiculous it sounds. So you can decide whether or not to believe it. I don't even have to argue that. Let's continue.
International in the Cayman Islands and online at onespotmedia.com. Here's what we have in the bulletin. Mocha arrests 2 more persons in...
Hi, Deborah. How are you?
$80 million phishing scam. Jamaica mourns the passing of...
And if you hear me, I hear nobody. I'm just polite, ladies and gentlemen. I don't necessarily have to know them. Once them come out on the live and them, me check and see who watch me, you know. So right now we have Laura Lean and we have a whole heap of people who watch me. Only can't follow, you know. Yeah, man, only can't follow a platform, man. You understand? No, look a joke. You can subscribe to the platform. You can join the fan club. Big up all of my fan club members, them. You see me? Yeah. That is it. Alright, Carl drop some. Wait, Carl, are you send me what I call them? No, man. Carl, I go on the crocus bag of things. Carl just send me beer ice cream, yeah, man. Hey, big up Carl, you know. Carl, they go on good. Me not lie.
Veteran singer Ernie Smith. And later in sports, Roger Stoner's agent questions World Athletics' decision to bar allegiance switch to Turkey. Thank you for joining us. Now the details. Up first this afternoon, the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency MOCA has arrested and charged 2 additional suspects in its ongoing probe into an $80 million phishing scam targeting customers of the National Commercial Bank. The accused are 26-year-old Chanel Smith of Nannyville, Kingston, and 24-year-old Brandon Billings of Twickenham Park in St. Catherine. They were taken into custody on Wednesday during early morning operations carried out by MOCA with support from the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Investigators say the pair is believed to be part of an organized criminal network that defrauded NCB customers of more than $80 million between April 2022 and December 2023 using phishing and smishing techniques. MOCA's Director of Communication, Basil Jarrett, says simultaneous raids were conducted at the suspects' homes, where several items of evidentiary value were seized. Now,
yo, Mr. Jarrett, big up yourself. When you not gonna start read the politician in them house? Me not have a problem when you not catch criminal, you know. But more want to catch a big criminal them too. Why you not tell me so with all of the stuff them we are going right now? Some investigation are going. I want to rate some of them politicians at house yet. Me can't take on seriously no more. If I don't see you guys entering some politician home, brawling, yeah man, them time of morning, listen to me. If me no sooner go, there would no warrant. As a matter of fact, the system is so corrupt. The judge might write the warrant and call all the politicians and tell them, say, yo, them are coming up. Me not even trust the system. Never mind. Forgot something missing up.
Individuals were taken to MOCA's headquarters and charged with receiving stolen property and engaging in transactions involving criminal property. Major Jarrett says the agency remains committed to dismantling cybercrime networks, noting that these type of fraud are becoming increasingly prevalent.
I wonder why. Top of the stream corrupt.
Contractors and developers are being warned to follow the country's laws when seeking labor for their projects. It follows the arrest and charge of several men, including Chinese nationals, who did not have the necessary paperwork to continue working in the country. This is one of the latest modern-looking buildings constructed in the booming commercial spaces around Mineral Heights near Clarendon's parish capital, Maypen. The project, now in the spotlight due to claims that some of the workers who constructed the building did not conform to the country's laws. The chairman of the Clarendon Municipal Corporation, Joel Williams, said the issues regarding the workers is the prerogative of the other relevant authorities.
None of those issues has anything to do with the Clarendon Municipal Corporation. Those are management matters and Ministry of Labor's issues.
The project itself is fine. All requisite permits were secured, says the mayor.
So as long as I'm sitting at this desk, whatever project comes to this desk will have to be approved and approved properly. Yes, that project was approved.
In fact, Mayor Williams stressed the parish remains ready to continue its development boom and wants investors.
As I've continued to say to everyone that I speak to, that Maypen and Clarendon, by extension, are open for business. So we want to make sure that all the persons who are getting involved in business will make sure they do all their due diligence. Make sure that whatever the I's that have to be dotted and the T crossed, all of it has been done.
Dot the I's and cross the T's, because otherwise you could end up in court like the contractor who the police charged along with 8 Chinese nationals. 39-year-old Li Gao, who is a naturalized Jamaican contractor, faces 8 counts of aiding and abetting the employment of persons working without permits. The 8 Chinese nationals have each been charged with overstaying and working without a work permit. The police said they conducted an intelligence-led operation identifying potential victims of human trafficking and executed a search warrant at the construction site in Mineral Heights, during which the team found 8 men from Guangdong Province, China, working at the site. The Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency PICA later confirmed that all 8 men had exceeded their permitted stay on the island. Further checks revealed the men had been recruited in China to work for the contractor. The men made their first appearance in court days ago.
Wow.
With the next Atlantic hurricane season fast approaching, the National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, says it is moving decisively to ensure the disruptions experienced during Hurricane Melissa are not repeated. Executive Director Audley Gordon says the agency has already begun strengthening its operational readiness.
The National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSW.
Black Loki in the building. What's going on, my brother? Salute. What are you doing? How are you doing? Hey, may I tell you, say, all right, so the US pretty much was looking at the labor laws for Cuba. What about the Chinese? You see what's going on here? Da da dee. Da da da. Let me. Da da da.
MA has procured 4 new water trucks, 1 for each operational region. Executive Director Audley Gordon says this marks a major step forward in strengthening the agency's emergency response capacity.
With government resources again, obviously, we have put in place
the conditions that will not see us without water, without electricity, and without communication at any of our facilities island-wide. Again, we have now in process 4 brand new water trucks. The procurement has just concluded on those.
Additionally, Mr. Gordon explained that the agency's 4 regional divisions, Western Parks and Markets WPM, Southern Parks and Markets SPM, Metropolitan Parks and Markets MPM.
My side, we have a new goal in now. Yeah man, I dragon them we say now. We need some dragons, alright? Blaze up the fire with the dragon them.
And Northeastern Parks and Markets NEPM will each be equipped with sufficient generating capacity and water resources to ensure uninterrupted operations.
All 4 regions, there's NEPM, but I don't see any rep from NEPM here, which is St. Mary and Portland. All 4 regions will have enough generating capacity to run the region if the electricity goes, as it often does when we have these kind of events. They will have enough water so that they can keep their office going. And they will have Starlink. They have that already been installed. That will enhance the communication during that period.
He also highlighted the severe breakdown in communication following Hurricane Melissa as a critical lesson. Determined to prevent a recurrence, Mr. Gordon emphasized that the NSWMA has taken decisive action to address those shortcomings and strengthen its overall preparedness.
It took me a good 3 days to make contact with WPM after Melissa. And when I make contact, I had to drive from Kingston to go down there. And Chairman, there was no water, there was no electricity, and there was no communication. And I said, how can we have an important government facility with such a vast number of commercial and, so the interest, you have Montego Bay and Negril, you have the whole tourism belt, everything, and we can't make contact with the bureaucracy that treat with waste management. That's just not going to happen again.
Aliyah Bryant, TVJ News.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Hopefully that not again for true, my boss. Oh, you're saying, no, I have the natural AC on. Yeah, man, what we call a fan. So, I've been on for a long period. I've been sitting here for what? 2 hours and 17 minutes. You don't want to be cold. And you don't want to be hot. You just want to be at a nice temperature. So I wear this because these types of things is normal. Yeah, man, big up yourself, third. Big up yourself. Oh, remember to subscribe to BOLO V&R clips and BOLO V&R 2.0. All right, TikTok. Yeah, man, subscribe to all BOLO V&R channels and share this video and like the video. Thank you. Let's go to this bite of the week, TVJ.
And our bite of the week comes from domestic violence survivor Jacine Greenfield. She's learning to rebuild her life after an attack by her ex-boyfriend left her without both hands and with multiple chop wounds to her head.
Oh my God, bro. Can we stop? Yo, guys, I noticed something in Jamaica. What is wrong with the men in Jamaica? What is wrong with y'all, bro? Bro, first of all, listen. Make better decisions. A lot of you out there, you want a girl that clearly shows signs of being a type of girl to be a different type of girl. Something is wrong with you. Where did you meet this girl? You met her in a strip club. As a matter of fact, some of you, I don't even want to go there, but I have to do it. I just have to do it. And it's not a broad brush situation, but honestly, let us do probability and possibility. And let us be fair in our argument. What are the chances of a girl you meet in the strip club as a stripper being a housewife? and being loyal, even if she have one baby for you, what are the chances of you having a productive life with each other moving forward, and you guys are doing well and building with each other? She's gonna stick with you when times are down, when things are rough. Brother, you need a woman with fear God, brother. You need a woman with fear God. You feel me I deal with? So I just think some of you guys out there, you are unreasonable and you're looking for too much from some of these females. So when she give you bun with her friend, I don't understand why you're surprised. Again, some of you take the female from an ex-man. So she was with a man and you feel like say, you are Mr. Mac Daddy. Ooh. So you take with the girl from the man and never expects another man can take with your girl. And then when you go invest all of this thing in this girl and she just led by an ex-man, you're surprised? Well, she was led by you while with another man. So what make you special, bro? Again, you need a female with fear God, brother. It does practical, bro. If you want to be, I gonna be friend that I want totally different something. Chop off her hand. She not have no hand, bro. Man, yo, what is going on with the men in Jamaica, bro? And it's one of the reasons why I be sticking to myself, fam. You know, I be seeing females, bro, and I'm like, listen, you know, I keep my distance because some of y'all, I don't want to get myself in trouble. I don't like drama. You know what I'm saying? I could be there innocent. We having a conversation. It's not even nothing to me. Next thing you know, dude see me, and then you know you got a man, but you entertaining me in a conversation. I don't know you got a man. Next thing you know, oh, by the way, ladies in Jamaica, when I stop giving man them jacket. When I cut that out. That's another thing. I don't feel like it's fair for you guys to put a whole child on a man and let him take care of that child for 18 years plus, thinking it's its own. And there'll be no reaction. Yeah. And I'm not advocating for any violence towards women, but y'all gotta be real though. Anger would be a very logical emotion if that's done to a man. It's very, very logical to be angry. Some people cannot manage their anger. They are not guided spiritually that way. And even if they are men of God or they follow God's principles, they're still men. You know what I'm saying? And I know some crazy women too that will chip, so to speak, investing in a man, and you know, things go south. I can't speak to the women emotions, but men, come on, man. We gotta do better, bro. We gotta do better in making the right decisions in who we let into our space. Some of these women are carrying some evil spirits. They're not enhancing your life, bro. And same for the women too. Some of these dudes y'all be sleeping with, oh my God. Evil spirits. Y'all wondering why, you know what I'm saying, things are the way they are with you. Look who you laying with. And I'm not out here saying that I'm perfect. Oh my God, no sir. Never will do that. But I'm just speaking the truth. Who it applies to, it applies to. Gots to be more careful. Mighty God.
Head and back. Here's our bite of the week.
After I lost my hands, I did give up. When I say I did give up. And when I give up, like, I don't know what take place at school that following day, but I know my son came home and he said to me, say, Mommy, you just sit down here and throw down yourself so and give up. And you're always active with me. Because you lose your energy, you go you need to come to school and represent me, because some people have their mother and they have their some body parts and they not paying no part in their pitney life.
The primetime news package continues with sports right after this break.
Wow, y'all hear that? The child is saying, like, you just sit here and giving up. And there's mothers coming to school that have hands, but they don't play no real critical role in their child's life. Y'all see how children be smart? Y'all see how kids be smart, bro? Boy, y'all think kids is slow. They are quick. They are quick. Some of these kids be mad intelligent, bro. Mad. Just through observation. Now that's powerful. Mom, you hear, you know what I'm saying, kicking back, just whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Why don't you start being a mom again? Start being active with me again. Lift yourself up. She needed that. She needed that, obviously. Shout out to her son. You know what I'm saying? Ah, man. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. Where's my girl at, man? Yo, my girl. Where is my girl?
You gotta be careful. People use the Bible to manipulate.
Talking about my girl, my girl. Ooh. Bang, 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 bang. Anyway, I'm sorry about that.
Buffetless. Yeah. So Jamaica, you never see smoke without fire. The reason why Mr. Oldest want to give the churches them $75 million is because the people them supposed to move out of the school and going to the church. I want to go in a John shop. So you see how the man evil, the rather to move the people out of the school them and put them in the church instead of making available housing solutions so the people them can get a rest. The people them tired. The people them tired. Jamaica.
You know, me love her because it sounds funny, but look at the actions of them. Because I saw the article with Desmond McKenzie. I just never did a video on it. I'm like, you know, I'm tired of these people though. I literally get tired of them, you know. My focus is you, the individuals out there, like I said, that's still defending this government. My focus is like painting the picture for you, like, yo, look at the reality, bro. Are you listening to Portland Spice TV? Are you listening to Mystic Sensation? Are you listening to Mr. Wayne Lonesome? Are you listening to PDTV? Are you listening to Sulfur? Are you listening to everybody on Isabel Rose, Talk Your Mind TV? Are you listening to the facts that is being presented? And after listening to all of that, you telling me that you still supporting this government? Look at your reality. Have you taken a step back and look at how things were 10 years ago, economically, to how it is right now? Have you? There's a shift happening, you know, worldwide, you know. There's a serious shift happening worldwide. Man.
Jamaica? No, sir. Or even go fix up the people them roof. Them not do that. They don't want to do that because guess what happened? They're punishing the people.
True.
Now, come on now, people. 6 months after one major hurricane and people still out the door till the government now moving them from the schools that were shelters to put them in the churches. Amen. Amen. Oh my God. So Jamaica, you never see smoke without fire. Mr. Oldness, what a way you are now to play politics with poor people. Huh? I see a health minister Christopher Tough time out the road. I ask people about jacket argument. In the street, I interview people about jacket argument. When him fit tell me where the ambulance them then. When him fit tell the Jamaican people they were the 521 million they were him thief. When him fit tell the Jamaican people why we still asleep in a wheelchair in hospitals and sleeping on the floors in the hospital. When him fit tell the Jamaican people when we are going to get MRI machine, X-ray machine, when all operating theater will be up and running. Him need to tell the Jamaican people then when the place will go clean up from the squalorous situation that it's into. Why don't him tell the Jamaican people when we are going to get back the $88 million when him take him side chick? Why is it that he's out in the street and mess with the people them mind about jacket because they know what them like to run with? I should be out there. Me should have out there. And him come ask me nothing like that. Me should have out there make him come question me. Now me put him in place right on the spot. You damn out order. What the ambulance them there? What the linen them there in the hospital? Not even painkiller there at the hospital. 3 bathrooms on a public work out of one big old public hospital. Pierrot and Roach in a Cornwall region and Moby and public hospital. Not even bandage, gauze, them not having at the damn hospital. And those are the things that you need to go out there go tell the people they say. Do it in the hospital and health center them short of, and you use the money and build up your own life. Yeah, come ask the people them about jacket. And you shouldn't be the one out there asking that because a labor writer only cost that. Remember what Portia Simpson Miller did do? Portia Simpson Miller was putting it in place that a man will never sign the birth certificate unless he do a DNA test to make sure that was his child. And what on the labor rights said, no, it going to cause chaos and too much death going to happen in Jamaica. So on the lead the people them and have it continually happening.
But
so all of this
but the jacket thing a cause death in Jamaica. Thank you, Janet. You listen to my video. Earlier, you was here earlier, right? You hear the sanctions that the United States put on. No more aid to Jamaica. I'm gonna post it tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna post it in the morning around 8 o'clock because that video needs to be by itself because I don't think a lot of people understand what is going on right now. I really don't. I don't think enough people understand. So what I've been doing, on this platform because I don't know what is happening, but the individuals that actually subscribe to the platform for some strange reason, they're either not getting the notifications for the content that I put out. So important content like that, I have to make a video and put it by itself, not just the live stream. Because somebody see the live stream and them say, oh, it's 3 hours, we can't bother to watch all of it. Me understand. You only have so much time in the day. So that make me have to do my work 2 and 3 times now. Which, because the information is so important, I don't mind. I don't mind. The sanction from the United States is critical. No more aid, trade. What are we producing? What are we producing? Our relationship with China is a big problem. What are they going to do about that? Are they going to do anything about that? China has percentages in some of the ports in Jamaica. Managing percentages. The man saying in the article, if China and America should go at war, who would your allegiance be tied to? These are key questions that you cannot ignore, Jamaica. It is dangerous. It is dangerous. Anyway, you take Makaga Jamaica because Andrew Ones have relations, good relations with the Chinese, money run. How is he going to explain?
Fault. Portia Simpson Miller put that in place how much years ago. I wanna said no. Because too much people are go dead. So I wanna see one come out now and talk about it. Just like our HIV and AIDS that take up the whole Jamaica, you know, do nothing at all. Our American news, me see that pan where them say the health minister of Jamaica not doing nothing at all to prevent the spreading of HIV. All you do is thief the money them. And I walk and build up yourself. You go in the street, go interview people. But Jacket, you know how to play with dunce people head. You couldn't see me out there, so nobody. When me, you know, you couldn't see out this and go to them with that because I run your way and tell us how we want about the 88 million where you take your woman, where you use by front. Yo, Jason.
Hold on there. So, when I see that video with Tough Time, let me see if I can find it on TikTok. Hold on there. Could you prove that? Need good evidence.
When 1 p.m., when I came out and said 1 p.m. sell out on an arsehole, the man ride pound on ass like a cayman and spark on
Mighty
the
God.
I was lying. When I post the proof of the documents and what Donald Trump and his crew were saying, you all say it was AI. So you want to tell me now, say, all of the evidence them when me put out there, them no real, so you ask them more. Listen out. If you liar thief in Mr. Honest, go come out, come say him no know after that and him no hear after that. But remember me tell you, say.
So what makes you happy? But she makes sure you said it right. You know, you're there on point, you know, you score some points related, right? You're this part of the chicken. But then all right, Chris Tufton, you're Minister of Health and Wellness, back on the street, Washington Boulevard, near Patrick City. And guess what? We are asking questions about happiness. What makes you happy? How would you advise those who are searching for happiness? I think some of us are overcomplicating the concept of happiness. There are simpler things in life that can make you very happy. It's not about the influence, it's not about the pressures. And we decided to ask Jamaicans what they felt. And of course, read my article this Sunday to give you my perspective and some of the research on happiness. Let's find happiness, peace of mind. It starts with us.
Michael Graham from Dunne Park, Kingston, Cousin, right? My name is Lucian. Anthony Black, Barrier. That's how I Joe. Lloyd. Okay.
You know, I'm going to take an interview with none of the Labour Right Minister them. They couldn't talk to me. They couldn't even talk to me. They couldn't approach me. Yo, me say would have shunned the very appearance of evil. People actually make Christopher Tufton touch them. The man will tell people say if they want water, then we take the joke. Yo, I'm so disappointed now with people, man. I'm so disappointed in you guys.
Hey, Judith Mackenzie.
Let me know, what is happiness for you?
Just living.
Happiness is some family go live good and happy and have what I want, you know. Have all I want in life, you know. Happiness is like what we say, all the place here. Money make me see numbers. Money make you happy. No violence today in our community.
Crime free society.
Our community is crime free. You can move left, right, center.
Togetherness, yes, and make sure that I must not answer no one there.
What about the children? How many children?
Yeah, I have 2 boys. Getting up, not feeling no pain, and you can't able to go on your field, get something to eat. You go out and get a fresh air, and nobody harass you and all of that.
What you need to be.
What money you have?
Much money. I think
the love of Jesus in my heart, helping people. Yes, I do.
Happiness is good health.
You just assess up become there.
No, Mr. T, man. No, man. A good happiness, a good health, man.
The man say happiness a good health. Christopher Tufton get defensive and ask me if I because him dead, so why must say that? Whose man's is this, bro? Whose man's is this?
Something, you know, you have a lot of people searching for happiness and can't find it. They want the big house and the hill, they want multiple people. What you just say to those people who searching and can't find it?
Material things don't make you happy permanently.
They don't make you happy permanently.
No. You have to be happy within yourself.
Well, for a cancer survivor of 23 years, I know that waking up every day is a blessing.
I mean, yeah, we all try to aim for better, aim for more, but at the end of the day, you know, once it is that you have life, that's the greatest thing, and you ought to be happy about that.
Now let's hear the context of what because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have seen this.
Mr. Oldness, what a way you all know to play politics with poor people. Huh? I see a health minister Christopher Tufton out the road. I ask people about jacket argument. In the street, I interview people about jacket argument. When him fit tell me where they...
But we're not hear about it. Wait, let me see jacket. Happiness that what?
All right, happy Sunday, everyone. I know many of you are out at the surgical run this month. We're on the eve of 2026, and we are downtown, right at the bus park, asking Jamaicans.
No, face going and the shades no those together.
We're on the eve of 2026, and we are downtown, right at the bus park, asking Jamaicans what is their best wish for themselves and for others for 2026. All right, happy Sunday. So what makes you happy?
But she makes
sure
me
you said it
happy.
right. Oh my God, you know.
All right, I'm going to see that video there.
Ambulance them then. When we tell the Jamaican people they were the 521 million they were them thief. When him tell the Jamaican people why we still asleep in a wheelchair in hospitals and sleeping on the floors in the hospital. When him tell the Jamaican people when we are going to get MRI machine, X-ray machine, when all operating theater will be up and running. He need to tell the Jamaican people then when the place they go clean up from the squalorous situation that it's into. Why don't him tell the Jamaican people when we are going to get back the $88 million when him take him side chick? Why is it that he's out in the street and mess with the people them mind about jacket because they know what them like to run with? I should be out there, me should have out there. And him come ask me nothing like that. Me should have out there make him come question me. Now me put in them place right on the spot. You damn out harder. What the ambulance them there? What the linen them there in the hospital? Not even painkiller in the hospital. 3 bathrooms on a public work out of one big old public hospital. Pierre and Roach in a Cornwall region and Moby and public hospital. Not even bandage, gauze, them not having at the damn hospital. And those are the things that you need to go out there go tell the people they say. The hospital and health center them short of and you use the money and build up your own life. You come ask the people them about jacket. And you shouldn't be the one out there asking that because a labor writer only cost that. Remember what Portia Simpson Miller did do? Portia Simpson Miller was putting it in place that a man will never sign the birth certificate unless he do a DNA test to make sure that was his child. And what on the labor rights said, no, it going to cost chaos and too much debt going to happen in Jamaica.
Big up Mama P for that. It wouldn't have caused no chaos, it would have prevented it. It would have prevented a man taking care of a child that's not his own without him knowing it and feeling betrayed. It would have protected that woman from being potentially hurt because of the enraged situation for a man to, after years finding out that, he would have protected that woman. Yeah, she made a mistake, she cheat. Hey, it is what it is. You move on. Yeah, man, you move on, man. Yeah, you move on. At least you know that she did cheat. Instead of getting up every day, waking up to pay for this child, that is not your own unknowingly. For everything, all of the pain, all of the sleepless nights, everything you go through to be a parent, all the sacrifices you make to be a parent, extra hours at work, all of that. All of that. Any woman who support jacket, I don't support you. Any woman make excuses for jacket, I don't support them. Uno is evil. We can't tell you that right now. Period. If you don't have a hard stance against a woman like your man jacket, me no rate you. Uno evil. And the man them we are analyze the woman them me no rate you, bro. Uno evil, bro. Me no rate you. Me no rate you, brother. Don't rate you.
So on lead the people them and have it continually happening. So all of this is your fault. Portia Simpson put that in place how much years ago? I wanna said no. Because too much people are dead. So I wanna see one come out now and talk about it. Just like our HIV and AIDS that take up the whole Jamaica, you know, do nothing at all. Our American news, me see that pan where them say the health minister of Jamaica not doing nothing at all to prevent the spreading of HIV. What? All you do are thief the money them. And I walk and build up yourself. You go in the street, go interview people. But Jacket, you know how to play with dunce people head. You couldn't see me out there, so nobody. When me, you know, you couldn't see out there, so I go to them with that because I run with.
London didn't even know me and he couldn't even come to know that. London, you're what you call it now? You're a co-worker of mine on the TikTok and on the social media. And him couldn't, that's how you know me, by that alone. And him couldn't come talk to me. Much less people you know in a real life. We meet already physically. We can just imagine how they couldn't even talk to them people. Yo!
Did I run away and tell us how we want by the 88 million where you take your
That's
woman.
right. That's
where
right.
you use by front.
That's right.
Yo, don't you know?
That's right.
Lady I maintenance. Why the hell you gonna come up in my inbox, come tell me, and you're going to box them, come at them and box them one? I don't even understand what you're right, say, that the PNP did already sell out from Sugar Factory from 2009. I maintenance, so where you get that from? May I teach you something? The Jamaica Labour Party JLP government has not sold oats, but rather key agricultural assets and land to Chinese entities, most noticeably the 2011 sale of state sugar assets included Frome, Monimus, and Bernard Lodge Estate to the Pan-Caribbean Sugar Company. Other economic exchange involve exporting raw material like aluminum, bauxite, and processed high-quality products like pork and cigars. Let me tell you something, we have to go further in this. The Jamaica Labour Party has been selling state-owned assets to private or foreign entities over the past years is alarming. Don't talk to we, but talk to Thief in Broad Devil and Bigfoot. The whole of them will sell out the country. Go and go talk to them. Lady I maintenance. Why the hell you gonna come up in my inbox, come tell me, and you're going to box them, come at them and box them one? I don't even understand what you're right, say, that the PNP did already sell out from Sugar Factory from 2009. I maintenance, where you get that from? May I teach you something? The Jamaica Labour Party JLP government has not sold oats, but rather key agricultural assets and land to Chinese entities, most noticeably the 2011 sale of state sugar assets included Frome, Monimus, and Bernard Lodge Estate to the Pan-Caribbean Sugar Company. Other economic exchange involve exporting raw material like aluminum, bauxite, and processed high-quality products like pork and cigars. Let me tell you something, we have to go further in this.
Hey, big up London, because I believe I came across that article once, but I never went in depth. I believe I've seen the article exactly that you're talking about. So, yo, she just schooled him a while ago on that one there. Oh my God.
1 p.m. carefully articulated plan for the Jamaican people.
At 1 p.m., I'm gonna show you how you sit down and plan for the Jamaican people when it comes to the hurricane relief. And I don't want nobody come to me and say that is not what you do. After a Category 5 hurricane, Mr. Honest, you expect person should have ID and TRN.
First thing.
You go ahead and say this relief program is going to be digital because guess what? You know say Melissa gone with the people them TRM and the people them ID. So
Yes.
there was no way them other can come forward with that. Come back again. So you know that a few persons may still have them documents intact. You come back again and you make sure highlight those who would be eligible for the help if they pay. If you're getting pension.
Yo, this man is diabolical. She ain't lying. Guys, you only did 15,000 likes on TikTok. And nobody now drop no dragon. Yo, where we pin the dragon? Can I come like on a nasty walk, man? We need some dragons, man. And no blaze up the dragon them.
You're not getting no help.
So want some
If you're
dragon
unpassed,
fire.
you're not getting any help. If you're working and paying taxes, you're not getting any help. If you had get any form of help from
Lavish.
the government program, I
What's
forgot the
up?
name of it, you won't be getting any help. So who really are the persons who are getting help, Mr. Honest? You know what you were doing. This was planned carefully. You carefully planned this and then you execute it for the Jamaican people. At first, you see, once Category 5 hurricane can pass and the...
Good morning, Lavish. What's going on?
Not much, just here listening.
It look like a UK the man. Look like our time I know. You just wake up.
Yeah.
My goodness, we can't hear your voice. You come from Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your what is your take on all that's going on in Jamaica?
Well, I think Andrew Honest need to step down. All of them need to come out. Every one of them need to relinquish, the seats, everything. They just need to go because they're not doing anything for poor people. The hurricane that come the other day, they take the money. The people them down there live under the appalling same way. People hungry, the hospitals, the country just gone. And we only hope that people don't sit there thinking that Mark Golden is gonna bring this back under jiffy. It's gonna take time.
Facts.
It's gonna take time for him to bring back Jamaica.
Facts.
People just they never win the election, By the election. They never win the election. Trust me.
That gonna come out, man. Everything will come out. Everything will go reveal. It's gonna come out.
Oh God, I'm just sorry for the people them down there. I mean, my kids them down there, my kids down there, and me I tell you, say, it's not easy. Easy.
So your kids them, if you don't mind, if you don't mind me asking, like, what age group are your kids?
Well, I have children in their 30s.
Okay. Big man, what?
Yeah, they have kids in their 30s.
Yeah.
I have one who are 42.
What? How the hell you say to me? Mighty God. Oh, you're probably about 60 or so.
Coming 60.
Yeah, near 60, because you'd have to get in your teens, youngest, we say, boy. You know what I mean? You have about 40 at the That's still young, still. You know what I mean? That's still young.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So what are some of the challenges for even them living out here?
Well, jobs. There's not much jobs that they can do. They're trying anyway, and like with the grandchildren as well. They have the education and they can't even.
So that's the thing though. Like you have the education and you cannot get good jobs.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So and it's not like they just sit down there and don't want to do anything.
Right.
That's what I mean. They want to work. Where is the work?
And then And then there's the question of the quality of jobs as well, because if you have a family, you can't just work any job.
Any jobs.
You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna sustain a family, like if you should look at it like, what jobs are in Jamaica that the majority of people can do that can actually sustain a family, can really, grow your family and take care of your child and send him to school and take care of your wife and all of those things. Like, what job is there out there in Jamaica like that?
None.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man.
And then when you look at, okay, the children, then the grandchildren are coming out. What is there if they leave this man in there? What is gonna be there for them? There's nothing gonna be there for the grandchildren. Nothing at all, not gonna do it. Nothing. So he need to leave like now. That's what I think.
Yeah, we know say people in England are not fool, Especially, people in England overall, when it comes to politics, they don't really play. People them not do what them supposed to do. Them run them way. You know what I mean? If them in a corruption and stuff like that, I quickest you see them get kicked out of position. And that me like about England still. I love that about England. Them don't play like that. Jamaica need to adapt that same mentality and structure.
You know what? I don't know when. I don't know when Jamaican people get so like, because one time back in the days, come here, American man, the baby, Yeah, man, the American man, the baby. Back in them days, the people were more ruthless. It's like, you know how do, you go. Back in them days, but we don't understand why one no.
Listen, something changed.
I don't think so.
Something must change, man. Something must change.
But I think what changed the people is because they know that this money, if they talk too much and something is going, they analyzing way, they might not go get them analyze and all them things.
No, I think it's beyond that, They got tricked 2016. There was a propaganda machinery that made the People's National Party scandals out to be the worst thing that could happen to Jamaica. And they deceived the country in such a way that yes, there was issues, there was some things that happened that should be dealt with. But if you should compare the last 10 years to what these guys have done, and then when they go back to Siaga in the 80s, a man borrow US $30 million. Oh, I forgot.
Forget.
Like, that is scandalous. And that's the leader. That's the leader of the political party that had a country for 6 years with no opposition and destroy the economy, destroy everything. You start wheeling tax acts, and that's mash up everything. You understand? And I'm saying, how do we forget those things? And then Andrew Honest is the prodigy of Siaga. He's Siaga's political son. So I am saying we did not pay attention to those things. We were not engaged enough in the politics, and Andrew Honest was saying all the right things before 2016. The young really, and he had a machinery behind him as well. That all the things that they said about the PNP, it gained ground, and then the PNP had its own internal issues, in terms of Mama P being a woman, and that change. Some people were not ready to see a woman lead. You get what I'm saying? And the Jamaica Labour Party played on the people's ignorance, as they're doing right now. They have played on the people's ignorance, and they have enhanced the people's ignorance through fully dunce. The slogan of fully dunce. They have endorsed it, they have encouraged it, and we see a lot of fully dunce people in the country right now. You understand?
Listen, right? I am back in old days, them they coming up with Michael and stuff. That man has a DOS education. When we come to Jamaica, you talk to some of the people, and like the younger ones, may I talk about, they can't read.
Yeah.
They can't read. And you think to yourself, how them go through school and they can't read?
It's a real issue. It's a real issue. It's not even a joke. Like, that's one of the things I was saying. How can you say that you guys are the best government ever, and you're in a space where you took out reading out of school, literacy as literacy rates have dipped and dropped dramatically. Like, stop it. Like, bro, what are we doing? You know what I mean? What are we actually doing? It's terrible, man. It's terrible.
My question is, that school that the people in there give sex education without it being on their curriculum.
What? What you say a while ago?
This the one where they see the people and the kids are going to school.
Oh yes, the reports. Well, we don't know if it's one school, We don't know. We don't know if it's one school. There has been reports of the school that happening in the school. We don't know if it's one school.
Okay.
And then the reaction from the government is so piss poor because you want to say to us that you don't know that it's in the realm of possibility that these things could potentially happen. Like, come on, stop it. Like, what are we doing? What are we actually doing? Just the potential of it happening alone, it's something that you should take extremely seriously.
Extremely serious.
You understand? But they constantly drop the ball, unfortunately.
Well, every day.
Unfortunately.
That is every day. Every day. They just need to go now, and I will always say that they need to go and never to return.
Yeah.
No more Labour Party.
Yeah, I would encourage another political party or other political parties or entities to gear up, because I am ready to put this JLP into political exile, never to return again. I mean, I don't want to see their feet, their back. I just want them to disappear.
They need to go.
You understand?
Disappear. No more of them.
Yeah, man. Them is a cancer. Them is a cancer to our community, man, and our society, man. Look what they did with the Cuban doctors.
Oh gosh.
And you see,
people has been helping Jamaica for over the years.
Yes. Did you see the article that I put out, that I pushed out on my platform in regards to the United States saying that they're no longer sending aid to Caribbean countries?
No,
and
I only just heard you talking now.
Well, let me give you some and there's a feedback. You have something in the background, you can turn it off. There's a feedback. I don't know why. I'm hearing myself.
No, I haven't got anything.
Alright, don't worry yourself. Let me just go to this article here. So, alright, see it here. Trade over aid. US drastically cut back on aid to Jamaica and other poor countries. Right? So
Hold on 1 sec. Let me close my window. Maybe that's where they.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe at the window.
I don't know if it's the window, but hopefully it works. But
my window open and I'm close to the street.
Okay. Alright. So they are saying here that countries that choose to work closely with the United States will enjoy President Trump's good grace. Countries that will work more closely with the US companies. So if you're a country that is not working closely with U.S. companies, they're not gonna give you any aid. They also said that they have been sending U.S. what $50 billion of aid to Jamaica, $50 million of aid to Jamaica alone, and pretty much that money. No, U.S. aid 25 billion annually. Them send 25 billion annually to the Caribbean. More see how much them say about the Jamaican them specifically. Oh my God, where is it? It's right here in the article. 1 second. I think it's 50 million US. We get from yes. We give Jamaica around 50 million US dollars a year in aid. So that 50 million US dollars, whatever it was doing before, we're not gonna get it anymore. That's
so I wonder why is that? Why they're not gonna give them anymore?
Well, they're saying that they don't like how closely Jamaica has been in business with the Chinese. You understand? So so that money, that US 50 million is pretty much that's $8 billion.
Yes.
You understand? $8 billion given to us yearly in aid, and the aid is geared towards food, education, and health. You understand? And in the article, the former ambassador for the United States that was in Jamaica, he said that oftentimes it makes these small countries dependent, inefficient, and corrupt. Michelle, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? It creates dependency and inefficiency and corruption. So they know that these monies that they send is not really going into what it should be going into.
It should be going into. Well, okay. We don't know the state the country in already. We know how much money and the oldness and them people them thief up and all of them things, right?
What you say? Mighty God, you're easy, man. No, sir. Mommy come right out.
Thief up the money, they not use the money them what them get for the people them. So, I think I agree with them for not give them no more. I agree. I'm not gonna lie, I agree. I know them are gonna suffer more down there. I know because that, but they already are suffer if you get what I mean. Because their money there is not doing anything whatsoever for Jamaican people. It only are going to Antoine's pocket, Christopher Tufton, and all the other ones them they were behind them there.
I think we need a digital tracking system of money that come to Jamaica, where we can just go on the website and we can track articles. You know, you have articles that go, the United States have sent this amount of money to the government, or this country has sent that, and when we look, we see the date that it was sent. We see it lodged in the account of the taxpayers, and whatever is extracted, we know say, all right, this amount was used for this. So when the external auditor, the auditor general comes and does the audit, everything is in place. I think we need that, because I think you know, and then there's levels. So if the government sends stuff from main government, central government, to the local government, you're gonna need another tracking system there for accountability as well. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna tell them, man. Which area of the island your people second?
Kingston.
Okay.
The kids them is in Kingston, and I've got people in Saint Elizabeth.
Wow. How were they affected by the storm, Hurricane Melissa?
Well, 2 family house top they come off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
But them never wait for no aid or nothing like that. Nobody to come and do it for them. They actually did it themselves because you don't know them have people here, you know, close family members here that send money back for them to get their stuff. They don't wait for no help.
Well, that is good because waiting on help from this government.
They wouldn't get it. They wouldn't get it because they would have said them have this, them have that. Then
All type of excuses, right?
yes, they wouldn't get it. So
Yep. All types of excuses. It's terrible, man.
well, God tell me about it.
You know.
I have a brother down there as well. He was in America at the time when the hurricane and took off one side of his house top.
What?
Just one side.
Listen, he just tear off one side?
Just one side, because I think that side there he was gonna change it anyway, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he took off that and he fly down and fix it. It's still under construction at the moment because he might build it like he might do it one kind of way there. We can't explain it to you. So that if any more hurricane, him not gonna have that
issue.
kind of issue anymore.
Yeah, my build back better.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So everybody's accounted for with the family, and so
everybody is okay.
Okay,
yes.
Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Are you aware of the guy that makes plastic into fuel?
No.
This young man right here. You see him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So he is patterning. He's patterning his design, and he's putting it out there for free.
Where is
he lives in the States. He's putting it out there for free. He's not trying to make any money off it.
So do you think that's a wise thing for him?
Yeah, because if he doesn't do it that way, he's not patterning it. He's putting it out there in a book form and putting it out there for free. You're right. Thank you so much, Janet. Yeah, he's not patterning it. He's putting it out there. He says patterning your invention is the dumbest thing you can ever do. That's what he says. Because if it gets in the wrong hands, it's not gonna benefit anybody. So there's no monetary value that makes sense for him to actually do that, because his intention is to make the world cleaner by using the fuel to make using the plastic to make the fuel. And in an age where there's so much plastic, it's the most brilliant way to actually clean up the environment.
Yes.
I don't care how much fuel they get from the plastic. If you are out here cleaning up plastic and getting fuel from that, taking the plastic and getting fuel from that, and the fuel is actually cleaner than the actual fuel that we are used to, and he has done tests on Ferrari, all different types of vehicles. So there's no man. You need to check this dude out, man. There's no what's his name on Instagram again? Hold up, let me just go to this video here and look at the Nature Job. That's his name, Nature Job. On TikTok and on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Nature Job, JAB. So Nature Job, one word. Yeah, man. You can check him out, man.
As soon as my jump off here, I go on there.
He has had some scary moments on his like people out here literally watching him, like drones, all different type of scary stuff has happened. that he has documented.
But okay, remember when I asked you if you think it's the right thing for him to do, when I asked that question, this is what I was thinking, because I'm thinking these people now, they're gonna be watching him. They're gonna be like,
you see what that says?
I'm a black man.
You see what that says?
No, I can't see properly because the
He says they tried to silence me. That's why I disappeared online. Let me play the audio for you. Hold on.
Yes.
Same month when I implemented those solar panels, something weird happened out on this super isolated piece of property. Well, like I said, you're lucky if you even hear a plane go by. I was out there one night. It was about 10 o'clock at night. Long day of work, because I'd be sleeping inside of my minivan some nights, legit. And then I felt these really deep vibrations through my whole body, shaking my whole car. I'm like, what is that? It was a helicopter flying over. And then I'm like, what? That's weird. I've been out here for a year working on this thing. There's never been a helicopter. There's a rotor, literally propeller airplanes that fly here and there, grain airplanes for the farmers, but never a helicopter. So I'm like, that's weird. I got out my car, looked, and it's just this blacked out helicopter flying at the tree line, super low. And I'm like, okay, it has a spotlight on it too. I'm like, okay, I guess it's just flying by, whatever. Okay, boom, flew over. It circled back around me again. Like, okay, that's weird. But I'm not gonna freak out. Then it did it again. I'm like, oh hell no! I got my phone out. I have it on. We got the video. I recorded that helicopter because it circled me 6 times, and the spotlight was literally shining directly into the windshield of my van. I was getting ready to just drive off that night because I'm like, what is going on? And then it flew off. But like I said, at that point I got it on camera. I was posting stories about it on Instagram. And at this point, I think I had like 1 million followers on Instagram, 2 million on TikTok, 500,000 on YouTube or whatever, or 500,000. And I'm posting about this, and everybody's like, "Yo, man, that's some agency or something." And I'm like, I don't know who that was. It was there. Yeah, and I'm like, I guess they think I'm just making like whiskey out here or something, doing something illegal, but whatever. That trying to be as optimistic as possible. But then the month after that, now we're in June of 2025. Now the month after that, all of a sudden, one day I wake up, and then my phone is completely hacked. Like I had an iPhone at this time, and it was completely hacked. Like hacked to the degree where somebody was able to tap into the mic of the phone, tap into the camera of the phone, had access to every picture, anything I did on the phone. How you know that? Because I would literally be talking to like my family members about what was going on, and they get text of what I was saying. I'm like, what in the world is going on? This is like something from a movie. And then I know they had access to my entire phone. You know why? Because I had a picture of my phone on my phone with my driver's license that I use like for applications, whatever. And that picture of my driver's license that was only on my phone got uploaded to my Instagram account.
Wow.
And then I'm like, what? And then I looked at my Instagram, and then I'm like, okay, somebody hacked in, obviously. But then I looked in the logins. There were no logins. It said, you posted that to your Instagram account. I said, no, I didn't. And I'm like, oh, I kind of get it now. There's some type of malware or bug on my phone to where somebody literally is essentially in my phone. And then I finally got everything situated about a month later. And I came back and made the video where I'm like, it was hackers, guys. They got into my stuff. And then on top of that, like I forgot to mention, on top of all this, just a month before the hack, I had that helicopter fly over. So people put all that together. They're like, oh, they got this guy. He's done.
It's crazy, but we got to that video when you had investors.
Exactly. So, yep, because investors was in August. So, yeah, then I showed for investors, and then I was like, he's here. Yeah, and then everybody was like surprised to see me because everybody was like, he was missing. So then it was crazy because when I was there, I was just going because I'm like, I just want to see what's up. Like, I didn't go. I was like, I don't know, security or anything. I just showed up as myself, nothing. And everybody went, I was swarmed. Like, I couldn't walk. Anyway, even when there were some moments, that where the stage is, it's like dark in there, and I'm dark skinned, so I'm like, I got an advantage. I can do a little sneak effect. Let me go step in the corner of this dark room, and I can finally just be, no. People would find me, and then before I knew it, I'd be swarmed. Everybody would be willing to interview me and take pictures with me, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. And then I ran into you guys, and at that point, that's why I'm like, yes, please let me in the video. It's been a rough day out here, like, oh my goodness, anywhere I go, I tell you, in the bathroom, it didn't matter. But it did show, that what that showed me, though, was that my theory of doing this approach of sharing it online works. Because even though that was a situation where I know I wasn't kidnapped, but I was under attack, people were not silent. The news didn't want to pick up on it, but people didn't make it the news. Everywhere I was in, South Africa publications, France, Germany, Mexico, United States, like a Daily Mail, everywhere. There were blog posts, everybody was posting about it because the people did not let it be silent. Nobody let that, like every social media, not every social media creator, but tons of huge social media creators were talking about it. Kyrie Irving was talking about it. I mean, like, it was crazy. And that goes to show me that, like,
yo, shout out to Kyrie Irving, bro. Kyrie Irving is tapped into everything, bro. Real talk.
Yes, this approach of sharing this with everybody and making it the world's journey is advantageous because nobody will ever let this be like other passive interests where it could just be snuffed out easy. It's going to be a fight to snuff this out because nobody's going to just let it lay low when something happens. Because here's the crazy thing. I don't know who it was that hacked into my stuff. But I'll tell you this. I had access to my page, okay? And since all this was happening, my page shot up. Like I was at 1 million followers when it started, and at the end of the hack, I was at like 2.5 million because of all the publicity. But anyway, they had access to my humongous page that had some more views than ever. And they didn't use that opportunity to go in there and like post some type of like crypto scam to make money or post about themselves for publicity. Their only motive was to break my spirit. Their only motive was to post personal things about me, things about my address and my family to try to discourage me.
Mm-hmm.
So that goal to show me was whoever this was that had these crazy means to hack into me like this, they're intimidated just by the fact of what I'm doing.
Facts.
And we were all kind of theories. You can go down. Oh, you gotta go down that hole. Who do you think could be intimidated? You could just go down a rabbit hole yourself.
Yo, I'm telling you. See how God worked? I was just telling you about what happened to him. Some weird stuff one night, and that's the exact video I come across. That is the exact video I come across.
Look what they do to Dr. Sabi as well.
Yeah, this is what they do, but you know, this is the age of technology. Like he's saying, you know, it's different. If Dr. Sabi was in this time right now, if Marcus Garvey was in this time right now, they couldn't have done that to Marcus Garvey.
No, they couldn't.
They couldn't have done it. They couldn't have done it. Imagine Marcus Garvey, the following he had in that time. Imagine the following he would have right now in this time. He didn't have the advantage of media and social media. Imagine the power of his message resonating all over the world. Oh my God, the type of financial support that he would have gotten is absolutely ridiculous. Insane. They could not have stopped him. He would have had countries behind him. Like real powerful countries in Africa behind him. Saying, yo, listen, you gotta come down here. We're gonna use this model that you got, and we're gonna build. Yo, we're gonna build. We're gonna build. You know what I mean? But they would have tried something, you know, still, obviously, but you know.
It's so sad that people like this young guy, they rise up, and instead of you pushing them and make sure that what they have go forward for the better of the people, you know, in this world, they try to get rid of them. You silence them.
Yeah. You have to understand the doing a lavish. Imagine who would be hurt financially by this young man's success.
Well, that's true. That is true.
You're talking about drug cartels. You're talking about major conglomerates, and you're talking about elite families.
To not make what he's doing affect them, they would prefer silence. And yeah, I get you.
But glory be to God, he's still alive, and
Still alive,
and he's
and
now
I
put
hope
and
it
he's now
keep like that.
he's now putting it out there for the people to benefit from the technology themselves.
Okay.
And I pray for him Godspeed.
Yes.
You know,
That's what I'm saying.
pray for him Godspeed because he's a brilliant young man. He's very young, very young, and he's making a real stamp on the world, a real positive contribution on the world.
And the thing is, you know, I don't think they're gonna leave him. You know, they're gonna still be watching him. And
Oh, they're not gonna stop doing that. They're not gonna stop doing that.
no, they're gonna still be watching him. So he's got to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he's not involved in anything illegal, because if it's even one thing that is anything close to illegal that they can take him down legally on, they're gonna pull the trigger.
They will, yeah.
They're gonna pull the trigger. So he gotta make sure that everything is on the up and up. He's following everything, his taxes, all of that. You gotta make sure he's on the up and up. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Nature job, man. I was saying that like Jamaica should literally go and have a conversation with this dude. I was saying that like a year ago. Like the government need to go check this dude out. Like, listen, we need your services. How do we build something like this in Jamaica where we can use our plastic, all the plastic here to make some fuel? I mean, if it's even to sell it to JPS. You know what I'm saying? So we can get some collateral. If it's even that amount alone that we can get to JPS.
Mark Golden coming up power and then Mark Golden go find him.
Yeah, that I think that's something that we could invest in. You know what I mean? And that would be a long-term investment, obviously. But come on, like it's a good investment.
Of course
If the fuel from the plastic, it could be in the quantity where it can be used to run the police vehicles. You're gonna cut costs from that alone.
Cut costs, yes.
You know, all the emergency vehicles that we use. JPS. There's a lot of plastic in Jamaica, you know?
Of course.
And then we could go on an exploration to clean out the plastic from the ocean. Set some laws in place where, you know, in terms of plastic, because of the value of it now in making fuel, where our disposal laws that are stringent, hard fines if you throw away plastic anywhere on the road and them something there. So hard fine. And enforce them too. You know what I mean? And the big corporations, plastic. We need your plastic. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Hey, I've seen his work. He's really he's about that. It's legit. It's legit. He has done everything. He has gone to scientists and independent entities, universities, all type of stuff like that to get his thing certified to say, yo, this thing really does what it does. You feel what I'm saying? Yep.
Yeah.
He's a scientist, you know. The young man is a scientist, you know. Let me tell you, say he really about that life. He really about that life, man. He's not joke, man. He's not play, man. Really about that life. You know? But
I hope it just continue because there is other things there that him can just, you know, come up with that can help. And people, let me tell you something, people will get him to in their country, you know, to like develop things and
no, it's not gonna be necessary. Once he puts it out in a book for free, that's it.
Okay.
Any country can use it, everywhere can, because it's there for you to say, all right, let me copy this.
Let's work with this.
Let me copy this.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to Peter Bunting earlier, in Westmoreland, and he was answering a question about the energy ministry and energy costs and stuff like that. And it was like, man, these people don't even have the brains to really do anything innovative on a policy level to take down the prices of electricity and you know, energy costs is just way too high. And if we don't fix energy costs, the economy is not going to grow.
No.
It's impossible. It's impossible. That's one of the major challenges. We're not producing anything. Our energy cost is through the roof, and we are importing a lot of stuff. Those three things kill the economy.
Yeah, of course.
You get me? So, you know, it's sad that in the Ministry of Energy, there's nobody there with the brains. Daryl Val is at the helm, so you know what?
Need to go and get the book. I use the book.
Listen, these people are so, they're not even gonna do that, you know. They're not even gonna do it. They're not about that life. They're not gonna do it. I doubt if they I doubt if they even have a knowledge of this young man. I doubt it. But anyway, I appreciate you coming up. I don't know, you probably got work. And I probably got to go get some sleep.
Some stuff to go and do and get my little grandson up.
All right. God bless you and the family, you know what I mean? Keep going. Keep doing your thing.
Same to you, sir.
All right. Bless
Same
you.
to you.
All right. Yeah, man.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, man. All right, my people. I'm going to end the live. I appreciate each and every one of you. And see you guys later. Later today. It's now 1 a.m. That's perfect. Later today, see you guys. All right. God bless you, each and every one. Peace. Good timing for my gamma bed now, Jamaica. Good time.